TRPE. The realest podcast ever, realest podcast ever. Two brothers bringing thinking on a second level. Music, sports, fashion, politics, and the streets. The best 2 hours out of every week. YDN, dinosaurs, and YBODs. Real talk every time, this is what you need. We just out here popping shit. It's your boy C. Diddy and Matt makes me sick. TRPE, TRPE, go. TRPE, TRPE, go. They know. The realest podcast ever. Woo, woo. The realest podcast ever.
Jim, for me.
You fucked it up. You missed it.
Missed it again.
All right, yeah, that's loud.
I still haven't figured. I still have. Oh fuck.
That's loud as all hell.
All right. What's that? But
No, your turn. No, the one before that. Right there. All right, that's cool.
All right. There we go.
All right, we're good now.
We've been testing these volume low. I still need to go down some more. All right.
All right, yeah.
All right.
We'll take the white man to come and figure it all out.
Come and right size these problems. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are. Good morning.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime.
The Realest Podcast, our episode 65 is your co-host, Christopher Diddy.
Yo, what's crazy is I was about to ask, is your real name Christopher?
No.
Yeah, and that was stupid as shit.
You really know me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, been in my house.
Yeah. Not often, but you know,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Chadwin.
This is Matt.
That's a fake
You
name
have
also.
been to my house.
Correct.
My dog loves you.
Yes.
The dog freaks out. Isn't that true? When Chad comes there, the dog literally goes fucking berserk.
I gotta get me a dog, man. My homeboy just got a French bulldog. He's like having the time of his life.
Yo, no bullshit. I was saying to myself the other day, because I always wanted a English bulldog. And I was like, French bulldogs to me now just seem like more paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Dame got one.
It's like a level up.
Yeah, like, because like if you got an
Dame
English,
got two of them.
he get the governor. Yeah, like if you got an English bulldog, you need a pickup truck, cut off jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what goes with an English bulldog. French bulldog is like, yo,
It's like swagged up. Like
these ain't regular sandals. They Gucci Jones. You just can't see it because
no, that describes my homie to the T. Like he's
real
like
shit,
super
that's how
swagged
they
up
be.
with his dog.
I saw Talib with his little dog downtown, and it was like.
Ink.
Yeah, and it was like that jacket probably like 2,200. Like you could just see
Dog
it.
4,000
Dog
jacket
4,000.
2,200.
Yeah, it makes sense. Probably got a Vespa scooter somewhere. Like that's how they be, those people with them little dogs.
Yeah, my man was out having adventures with his pup today. He was having the time of his life. He was in the car. He's got the camera on the dog. He's in Target with the damn dog in the cart recording the dog.
Oh wow, he's one of those people.
He's everywhere with the
I
dog.
be wanting to. Our dog is like kind of like
Rambunctious.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, I be wanting to take her to like eat. Like we go to, you know, people like white folks will bring their dog when they go eat downtown, but. I know my dog.
Ain't gonna work, Chief.
She gonna be in the middle of Walnut Street, like at motherfuckers.
Trying to go through something.
Yeah, so it's like it's no point in trying it. I saw my old head from around the way. He was downtown, mind you. He's 6'5", so he was downtown, and he had on like a full Sixers warm up, walking a poodle. And I'm like, I know he down here lying to people, telling them he do something with that team. Like
Yeah, I'm the 14th man.
he
You know
worked
what
at
I'm
like
saying?
Pico, like he worked like on electric shit.
I'm a very important glue guy for the Sixers. Y'all might have seen
But
me.
I'm like, I know he down here lying, telling motherfuckers he got something to do with
I'm the backup to
organization.
Rashawn Holmes. You know
Because
what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying?
you don't live downtown, so why you down here in all that Sixer shit with a poodle?
Put all that Sixer shit on, grabbed your dog, hopped in a wheel, came down here,
Crazy.
acting crazy around these white folks.
You know what I mean?
Lying. Probably taking donations for something. Basically, we were trying to raise 100,000 for a new annex to the Sixers complex. Can you help us? You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one down here, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's how the motherfucking kids be out there begging at the fucking red light.
With them football helmets from defunct teams.
3 motherfuckers on a football team. I never seen that. Like what are y'all playing? NFL Blitz? Like, why is it only 3 y'all out this motherfucker? It be dead as 3. And you know it's another scumbag hustle now? What's the drummers?
Yeah.
What's they called? The
drill team.
Drill team. There don't be no drill team. It just be a big nigga with a bass and a little nigga with the little tom.
Like, yo, Ron, you still got your motherfucking drums? I still got my motherfucking drums. We gonna go down South Street, man. We gonna get some bread.
Nigga got on
These
my,
white folks gotta pay today.
Nigga got on my bus the other day. He pulled up on a bike. He had the, you know, they wear the drums on their chest.
Yes.
He had it on like a book bag, and he was riding the pedal bike. He pulled up, put the bike on the bus, and then brought the drums on the bus. Like, you go to Hunting Park, right? I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at the bike, like, that shit had vice grips on the seat and the handlebars. And I'm like,
Things fall apart.
boy, just barely making it, yo. Like, Jesus Christ. And then I dropped him off. I went up, came back. He was on Hunting Park with another nigga, and they was just out there playing the drums.
Of course he
like,
was.
there were no steppers. There was no routine, nothing. They was just out there playing the drums in the middle of the fucking Hunting Park in Allegheny on a Saturday. It's fucking insane that shit is what's going on. How was your week, though?
My week was cool, aside from my girl getting trapped in Walmart during that shooting shit.
Oh, shit, she was in there.
She was in there. Her cousin, and her sister, they was all in the fucking Walmart, and they like looking around like, bop, like the fuck, bop, bop, bop. They fucking literally ended up in the fucking like supply closet and shit, like in the back.
Oh, shit.
Somebody that got shot ran back to where they was. He bleeding and shit. They thinking like, is he the shooter? Like, what's going on, dude? Like, oh shit, he shot me. Like, he on the phone. Like, it was like a real fucking massacre. Yeah, somebody else that I know was in the middle of that shit too. Luckily, because I was in a shooting before, my girl's smart enough to know, like, yo, you got to dip out before the cops come, because everybody's going in for questioning, or you get, at the very least, you getting detained.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you don't slip out the side door or something like that before they start poking fingers around and asking questions, you're gonna be one of the motherfucking questionnaires. So luckily, she was able to dip out of that joint. Like, oh yeah, I don't want to talk to these people. Got out of there. Ended up not getting stuck in that shit. But that whole everything, that shit was like a crazy ass situation, because you seen the shit with Gary O, right?
No, I saw the. Who is Gary O?
Gary O's been like a radio veteran for like years and years
Is
and years.
that all right? Yeah. I
Like
know what you're talking about.
DAS, shit like that. So he was basically saying like he was damn near in a standoff with the shooter.
Yeah, he said it happened outside the store though.
Yeah, outside the store. He's like, I see a motherfucker outside his car waving a pistol, like trying to cock a pistol, like trying to shoot some more motherfuckers. Like, he just
I
like,
said the other day in my job, like the dream scenario and that like the dream scenario for that instance, for that situation is, we got like, say we had like 2 carts, she's not even listening, but say we had like 2 carts full of shit and we was getting ready to go to the register, and bulls start clapping and everybody start running,
and you was able to
I just
skate out.
ran out the store with like all the shit in the carts and then just been out. And you know, ain't nobody die, so whatever, they got shot,
Right.
but ain't nobody die. And then you got
So technically, they didn't die for your groceries. They just got shot for your groceries.
exactly, and now we got $400 worth.
And they got
of
a
shit.
lawsuit against Walmart.
Yeah,
So that's a win-win. Everybody
getting
wins.
sued. Yeah,
But sure. The first thing before you even shoot a shooter, the first thing you do is sue Walmart.
yeah. Because if y'all didn't have the little slow guy at the fucking door, maybe an armed security guard,
Exactly.
you know, things are
Yeah,
different.
if y'all paid more than $11.08 an hour, y'all would have a different
About
scenario
it.
here.
You know, what I'm saying? You know they got armed security guards now in Wawas. Have you peeped that?
That's sick of nigga shit. I've been in Wawas before where everybody was
The funny
stealing.
part
Like,
is-
nobody's not paying for
The
nothing.
funny part is because everybody that's rude out has been, you know, the Wawa up on Ridge Avenue. How crack it do that Joe get at night?
Oh man, listen, I almost got into 4 fights in that joint over the years, dog.
Remember we was in it tonight when the drunk white boy was going crazy. The black bitch worked there. She's like, pussy, I had somebody come. I'm like, this bitch making quesadillas. I'm a pussy, I had somebody come the fuck up here. It's like, yo,
Number 88.
Yeah, number 92. That Wawa get cracking.
That joint
at
wild,
nighttime,
man.
dog. But yeah, they got armed security guards in Wawas now. I peeped that shit at the joint on Island Ave the other day. I'm like, damn, is niggas in here wilding like that?
The
It's
most scumbagged out Wawa is the new joint downtown at 22nd and Market. Awful. You go in that joint after
20th and Market.
Yeah, you go in there anytime after 9 p.m. It's over.
Shit, the joint on 17th and Arch is terrible at night.
You know what the worst convenience store in the city of Philadelphia is? Where
Worst convenience store?
it's 7-Eleven, A Plus, Wawa, add any of them in. The worst one.
The joint on Broad, across from the joint on Broad and Glenwood.
Nah, 7-Eleven at JFK. The bums follow you in there.
Oh yeah,
They follow you inside.
that's because they be giving out meals and shit out there, so they always the fuck out.
Nah,
there.
I see a motherfucker follow somebody to the ATM, so you gonna get some money out. You know what I'm saying? You got me when you come up.
Remember I told you I got in a fight in high school when my man hit the bum with the block of ice and they came.
Yes.
That shit happened right there on that little strip and shit. We was coming from the vendor, but the bums out there, they are completely
It's a
unruly.
different animal.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
They be sitting
about
right
that.
on the steps, like, you know you got me when you come out, right? Like, excuse me? The fuck fuck is going on?
7-Eleven out West Philly is pretty terrible too. On is that Lebanon? Like 66.
Oh, that joint.
That joint.
Listen, when I was a buck, I had to stop going to that joint. Like, you can die in there. Like, you go in there the wrong night.
I saw a guy from my neighborhood who I thought got killed. I'm like, they had a candlelight vigil for him and everything. He was just in there one night, and I'm like, all right, it's a ghost. Why the fuck is he in there? I dead ass thought he was dead. And he was just in there, perked out of his mind. So, what you mad? You chilling? I'm like, look, I only got $4 on me, just in case you're thinking about doing some crazy shit. I got $4 on me.
Man, I bumped into a nigga I ain't seen.
That's 7-Eleven, but bonkers.
Bonkers. It's another joint that's fucked around up. Obviously, it's Frankfurt. It's a 7-Eleven in Frankfurt on Frankfurt Ave. I was in that joint one
when
day.
I was on light duty. I used to go there in the morning.
A nigga I didn't see in 21 years walked up on me in that joint like, Chad Fame. My nigga, like, yo, man, it's good to see you, my nigga.
When a motherfucker say your last name,
I just got out yesterday. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that joint be funny as shit.
You're like, yo, you think you can help me out, man? I'm fucked around, man. This shit bad. I was like, you know what? It's your lucky day, man. Got $20 for you. It's oh man, this is good looking. I can get back and forth with my PO all week. I'm good, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't even know who this motherfucker was, but he apparently knew me. I'm the king of running into people that know me that I don't know them.
You ever have a full-blown conversation with somebody you don't know?
You ever have full-blown conversation with somebody you don't know, then get to the end of it, they be like, you don't even know who this is, do you?
I never had that happen.
That happens to me all the time because I just be like, I be trying to give them the Hollywood conversation. Yeah, no, that's crazy. How your brother doing? I don't have a brother. Oh, well, shit, how your mom doing? You gotta have a mom. Yeah. I'm just having bullshit conversations. I'm trying to bullshit. I really want you to stop talking to me. I feel threatened and offended. I want you to back up on my personal space. But since you not, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna entertain you.
I seen a nigga who I ain't seen since we was like elementary school. He was like, yo, what's up with you, cuz? Like, you know how he's like, I follow you on the gram. You funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? You one of the funniest niggas in the city. I'm like, yeah. What's up with your brother? He like, my brother got killed. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. When that happened? He was like 6 years ago. And I'm like, that's what I'm like. I'm like, damn, I ain't even know that. He was like, you said rest in peace on Facebook. I'm like, motherfuckers be having my passcode. I'm like, but I'm like, damn, like, and now I'm talking to him, and I'm like, damn, I felt bad because I kind of brought that shit up or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, I really need to, like, when I see people, and that's why now I've gotten to the point where it's crazy. I'll get that John, like, when motherfuckers come up and be like, yo, what's up, cuz? And I'll be like, because I have to, like, analyze it to myself, like, who are you?
Right.
Where are you from? What do I know about you? Because chances are I done forgot something, about to say something stupid, and it's like
that fucking Frankfurt. I'm like, I'm a Southwest West Philly nigga in Frankfurt. Why do you know me up here? Yeah. I'm offended that you know me up here.
For a while, I would go out and like every time I went out, somebody was like, yo, Matt, oh shit, what up, somebody, and I'd just be like, I just wave and keep it moving because I ain't even got the fucking time, man. But yeah, it's certain convenience stores. Shit, the 7-Eleven around my old neighborhood, it's called a Lucky Star now. On Island and Elmwood. Yeah. That John it's not set. Like back in the day,
that should be cracking.
That was a 7-Eleven. Like you go and get your Slurpee, get you a bag of chips,
now you
pretzel.
You get a pistol in that John.
No, when I went in there and you walk in and first you see the hookahs and all of that shit. And I'm like, son, hookah in this motherfucker now. And then the boy was standing, he was like, yo, cuz, what's up with my steak? I'm like, they selling steaks? They got like a whole, it's like half poppy, half smoke shop, half.
They like, well, we got the tobacco license. We might as well go all out.
I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like, yo, this is not what the fuck I grew up on.
They reckon raised the counter in that joint so they got the high ground just in case they got to shoot you in the face. Like, just in case you come in here tripping off that K2, we will shoot you in the face tonight.
Yeah. I was in there. I was grabbing waters. Boy walked in. He was like, yo, pop, where your scales at? And I'm like, they selling scales in this joint now. Like, damn. Like,
usually the stores with the paraphernalia close at 6 o'clock. Like, you gotta get your paraphernalia. You gotta get your paraphernalia early in the day.
You go in there and get scales at 1 a.m, dog. That's a whole different ballgame.
Bitch ass nigga don't trust me. Talking about last time it was 3.18. Fucking pussy. Now I gotta spend $38 on a scale. Fuck you.
How was your week though?
What I didn't do shit this week, man. It's just so much bullshit going on. I just was staying in the house watching the news and the current events and Nicki Minaj acting crazy and just
Yeah, I missed literally everything.
Matt was like, "What is going on?" Like he was really genuinely interested. Like he hit me twice about it. Like, no, but really, what is going on?
Because I was trying to figure out where everybody was hitting me. Like, I can't wait to hear the next podcast, and I'm like, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
I was at work just missing
Did you see that shit? It was of course it was in Philadelphia. 75 people overdosed from K2 the other day.
In one day?
Yeah, all in the same batch. It was like all in the same park.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's like you can't even make this shit up. Like y'all literally trying to kill yourselves. Y'all going out of your way to kill yourselves. It was like laced with some crazy shit.
K2 is synthetic
Weed,
yeah. So are they smoking it?
Yeah. That shit just make you lose
But it's
your
not
mind.
weed.
It's not weed.
See, that's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Motherfucker was like right on the corner of my block. Motherfucker was K2'd out of his mind last night. Somebody recorded the shit and put it on IG. I'm like, yo, that's my fucking Sunoco. Like motherfucker was straight on the Thriller joint. Like he was like bugging for like a good 40 seconds. Like just talking to himself, pop locking everything.
And they don't feel shit. Like you could hit that motherfucker with a wrench and he'd eat that.
Yeah.
Dog, I tell you, this was 2011, 12. I was on the 33, so it was that long ago. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even do the 33 anymore. But I'm coming down 22nd Street. You know where the projects is, right there on, what is that, 22nd and Diamond?
Yeah.
It's a liquor store right there, like in between the little block. You know what I'm talking about? I pull up to the corner. It's like 3 niggas standing there, and they got like a chick that's standing in front of them. The door's open, because I'm thinking they getting on the bus. They like shoved her on the bus and took off. So when I'm like, the fuck? So she just standing there. This is when we had the buses with the steps.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, step up, because she just standing there. She literally came up, put her hand on the bar, like behind me, and then put her hand on the fare box and would not move. Like she just literally was standing there. And I'm like, yo, you all right, sis? And she just was like this.
Zombied out.
I'm like, sis, you cool? And she just standing there. So I'm like, all right, y'all, this bitch is on drugs. I got to get the fuck off the bus. So I literally had to like climb around her because she would not fucking move. And I had to call the people and they had to come like take her off the fuck. Like she literally got on and froze as soon as she stepped on the bus. And I'm like, yo, that shit is scary. When you just out here zombied the fuck out, like that's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers do it though. I never understood the joint where it's like, what the fuck makes you want to do fake weed or fake heroin? Like, as if heroin isn't bad enough. Why are you doing
The fake version of it.
fentanyl? Like, that's dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's actually sad. But yeah, damn, that's crazy. 75 overdoses in one day? Like,
Yeah, all in the same general vicinity, in the same area. Like nut shit.
that's fucking crazy. So other than that, though, you had a good week.
Yeah, for sure. Just trying to stay away from all these fucking crazy people. I'm literally like trying to, plan my escape from Philadelphia, as you are,
Yes.
as well. It's just been like so much like muck and grind and so much just madness going on, man. In Philly really the whole year, for real. It's just a few days here and there where it's like, oh, it ain't too bad.
I saw a young boy got shot the other day, shot in the head. He had a track scholarship.
Yeah, did you see the fucking headline that they put on the Daily News?
Nah.
I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna just show it to you just for on air reaction. Horrible.
Oh. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
terrible. Yeah, the fucking Daily News headline was he couldn't run. ...
Damn.
Completely out of line, disrespectful, everything. That's a lawsuit right there.
Yeah. And he looked like Ricky when he got shot on what movie is that? Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. And it goes back to what we said, like even in Philly, even if you're doing the absolute right thing 98% of the time, within that 2% of the time when your orbit comes into fucking contact with these other assholes where you either at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, stay somewhere a little bit too long. These are the type of things that happen because that young boy is not supposed to be fucking getting violently gunned down. No. That's not supposed to happen.
Did they say if it was like accidental or?
They haven't really given no information yet, as far as what I've seen.
Because my thing is, how do you just get shot in the back of the head and then like, was it a mistaken identity? Like what? But yeah, that headline on the news was absolutely trifling. That's
out of line.
Y'all playing games with that one. That's sickening. Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm going live on my phone for those of you that are watching live. We had a good little run going. We had 43 viewers.
Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna bring my IG back. I gotta do that now. I gotta
bring my Twitter back.
I was about to say, are you back on Twitter yet?
Not yet. People texting me about it already, like, cause I don't do the attention seeking thing where I'm like, I'm about to delete my Twitter. Y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone. Shit gonna be getting dark out here, cause nobody really gives a fuck for real in the grand scheme of things. But a few people hit me like, yo, did you delete your Twitter or are these people bugging? I'm like, no, it's deleted.
I had motherfuckers hit me like, yo, did you block me on Instagram? I'm like, no.
That's the first thing that they think.
Like, yeah,
did your life go on without me? Because that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you in a different place in your life.
You had lunch, like you was able to digest your food without being on IG. It's like, yeah, trust and believe me. I'm bringing my IG back, and he's doing the same. I think with his Twitter because
for one reason,
because we have a prospect and a goal that we're trying to reach. I don't think Chad wants to be. Well, I think you do want to be in Miami. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to be in a cave, but. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do what we gotta do.
We gotta do what we gotta do. So it's like, I'll bring my IG back. But hopefully that works out. You know what I'm saying? We keep it on the hush.
Hashtag pray for us.
Hashtag keep us in prayer. Don't be afraid to throw $10 in the pot.
Yeah.
Send one up for us.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. Donations. We are not above taking your money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if y'all ever feel like, hey, what's Matt and Chad doing? Just send us some money if y'all ever come across some thoughts. You can PayPal us at therealestpodcastever@gmail.com. We'll take your money.
I was reading this thing the other day about how podcasts get people to like donate money and how these podcasts are making thousands of dollars from like donations. And I'm like,
not us.
That fans stink. Like,
not us. Yo, have you been keeping up with battle rap this year at all?
I seen Brosco the other day, and he's so intimidating that it was like, I basically just started lying in the conversation. Like, oh yeah, no, I fuck with.
It's like the Undertaker conversation all over again.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. Shout out Brosco. But no, we was talking about battle rap the other day, and I was telling him like, battle rap it's changed so much
dramatically
from what it was when I was a youngin' to now. Because back in the day, it was like Cassidy and Free was like out of this fucking world.
It was on the spot, and then it was like, yo, where you at? Come here.
And then Ness and Hollow happened, and that was just like in a room. And then Lux and Mook was at like a fucking City Blue, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like these motherfuckers is on pay-per-view and it's just a whole different aspect to it.
And the pay-per-view is so booming now that they fucking doing all the events are like small rooms now because they know they got the historical data from the pay-per-view to know like, we gonna sell 80,000 pay-per-views at 30 to 50 a clip. It don't even fucking matter what we do as far as the gate, we gonna get our bread back. You know what I'm saying? So, but the point that I was making about battle rap is there's a platform, Jay Black from Philly, he's a battle rap blogger or whatever, he created called Champion, and they've been basically like crowdsourcing money for all the big battle rap events, KOTD, RBE, URL, where they do this thing called Champion of the Night. And they allow people to donate, and they create a pot based off of how much people donate. And the only way that you can vote on who should get the best performance of the night or Champion of the Night is if you put money into the pot or whatever. So it incentivizes people to put money up. So like for last week, Summer Madness 7, they got up to $6,000. That somebody won on top of their purse or whatever that they got for actually doing the battle shit. So I'm like, damn, like how could we incorporate some shit like that? What the fuck can we do that makes some people give us some fucking money?
Yeah. That's the radio silence. Right, we have nothing.
So it's like, but they've been doing this shit like every week. So it's like some events that are like not as high profile, they might get like 1,200. Then another one 3,000. For this one, they got fucking 6,000. For Summer Madness 8 in London, they fuck around and probably get a dime or some shit like that. People are just giving their fucking money up.
Shit, they was giving it to Kylie a couple weeks ago. So
Yes.
people are looking for reasons to get their bread up.
People will literally give their money to any cause they're aware of.
It's a dude.
Good reason or
It's
not.
a dude at my job. He a deacon at a church. Like he runs all of the plates and all that. And,
Yeah.
and like I always make jokes with him because he'll gamble on Mondays at my depot or whatever. And I'll be like, oh, y'all did good yesterday. You know what I'm saying? $100 hope. Anybody with $100? And it's like that's what we need. It's like some $100 hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Real talk. But my thing, and I think you feel the same way. It's like we got a goal as to where we want to go.
Yes.
You know, we don't want to stay doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's just time, man. BET, y'all need to highlight us. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think BET, MTV2. Like, remember all of the little shows they was running?
They was running all types of shit. Back when Tax Stone was still free, they was giving motherfuckers all types of shit. Complex, a bunch of different people. But the only thing was, like, I know with when you're dealing with corporate, the only thing is you don't really retain your ownership to anything. But I don't really care. I'm saying, just give me some money.
As long as I can retain ownership to the Porsche, I don't give a fuck.
Not really worried about that shit.
Real talk. I whatever with that intellectual property bullshit. Just make sure this shit got gas in it, and let's go ahead. That's really how I'm starting.
Make sure that the Tesla is the S model. Let's worry about the important shit.
I watched a Tesla video the other night. Them Jones is pretty dope.
Yeah,
I really like the 90, the truck van, whatever the fuck it is
with the doors.
Yeah, I didn't realize them Jones was that goddamn fast. They fast as fuck.
Yeah,
it's all electric, so you know how that shit go. But yeah, it's another conversation for another day.
All right, so let's get into some of these topics. We briefly touched on like the whole Walmart shooting. For those of you out there in our global audience, there was basically an incident here in the Philadelphia area, like all of our incidents lately for some reason, that made international fucking news. Some jackass in Walmart gets into an argument during the checkout. Apparently, I guess the Cheetos was not 2 for $4 as they advertised, and he had to use a coupon that he didn't have. And he shot them up. I'm gonna clap this bitch up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for my battle rap fans, if Smack don't run me my money right now, I'm gonna clap this bitch up. And that's exactly what he did. And not to make light of it, because 8 people were shot, but it's just like, how? Why? Like, I have so many questions. Like, how do you get that upset at Walmart that you like?
You got me about to start talking in fucking rap battle punchline.
It's like, yo, like, and literally the first-hand account from people that was there was they got into an argument at the checkout over what people still don't know. Because, once niggas get going, it's hard to decipher.
You don't know where.
You don't know
which piece of chicken was overcooked. Shit just went left.
So what nigga, fuck you, grabs a gun off the girl he was with waist. His sister waist, and starts shooting indiscriminately.
You got the burn on you? Takes it.
Start going to town.
Yeah.
So, in silly nigger fashion, he proceeds to run outside, him and his sister, as if you're not on 10,000 cameras. You're going to jail. But they hop into their, what kind of car do you think they had?
A Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Grand Prix, Grand Mark, Crown Vic.
We call them Prix.
Yeah. Number one, and one car of dickheads worldwide.
1A, 1B, 1C.
No, they just 1 and 1. They all tied at 1. There is no fucking number 2. We go straight to number 4.
If you see a Grand Marquise that's a member of the Crown Vic Boys, that's instant trouble.
Yes.
It's like
he's set tripping.
Yeah, that's instant trouble.
He's set tripping.
That is instant trouble.
They hop in the pricks and begin cascading around into traffic, trying to get away.
He's like was shot out though.
Yeah,
like
they say he's like a known PCP smoker.
Yeah, like he be off his rocker a lot. Yeah. So it's like in his mind he probably wasn't in Walmart.
Yeah.
Probably was playing duck hunting.
Correct.
For real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just shooting.
But sis, you notice, why are you bringing this crazy motherfucker around all of these people?
I mean, because he had the stamps. So
he got the stamp card, so
he got the stamps. I got the burner.
I ain't know.
Hopefully shit don't go left.
I ain't know his nut shit was gonna act up today. It's no way for me to time it.
Yeah, you never know when the nut shit gonna pop.
He ain't gonna let me use the car without him right there. He need to know exactly how much I spent.
They crashed into a cop.
Yeah, so they in traffic, weaving through fucking traffic, toss the burner. After apparently trying to cock the gun and it wouldn't go.
Not into a river because there's no river around.
No, just toss it.
Just tossed it out next to the
gun. The gun you just shot 8 people with.
What gun?
What gun, officer? Nigga, what? Like,
what the fuck gun you talking about?
Gun are you talking about? I found a gun 400 feet from where you just crashed into me at. Oh, no, that ain't my shit. Somebody else must have been shooting today.
What gun?
What gun?
Y'all bugging. I saw that.
Toss that joke. No. That ain't mine. So, tosses the burner.
Crashes fucking Luke Oil parking lot.
Crashes into a fucking cop car, gets the shit beat out of him as he should, and gets taken to jail. Now, did you see the perp walk video?
I didn't see the perp walk video. I saw the end of it on the news when he was apologizing.
Yes.
I saw that.
So that's what I'm saying. So now fast forward to a day and a half later, the perp walk video, he's like, yo, I'm sorry. I fear for my life, blah, blah, blah. And it goes back to what I immediately said when all of this went down is stupid motherfuckers like this do stupid motherfucker shit and then try to look for somebody to shift the blame onto. So now you're going to sit here and tell us how you fear for your life when we don't even know if the person that allegedly threatened you is injured.
Well, I don't understand what he said he was feared of. Like he feared...
Whatever the confrontation was.
What was the confrontation?
We still don't know.
Like, they was he arguing with somebody in line or a Walmart person?
I don't know. But he said he feared for his life.
That's crazy. You know, the other day, and this is what you and me talk about this like a lot, like in our private conversations, how black people have energy for just dumb shit.
Wake up, because Neanderthal time.
This is like that's a like you know the
you know what this
you
is,
know the SpongeBob meme where you like
yeah, it's one of them Jones.
After you clap 8 people,
yeah.
Bang the fucking whip out, rumble the cops.
Toss the burner in the Luke Oil parking lot.
You gotta literally, like, when they putting you in a paddy wagon, like, and you all tased and maced,
spent.
You gotta be like, whoo, I was on some complete bullshit,
like,
dog. Like, that's sad. That's sickening to me.
This is domestic terrorism.
That's what I'm saying.
This is like you get 179 years for
But
this.
I was telling Ra and Jules the other day, I don't think I told you about Shorty the other day. I'm driving the bus. On Saturday and Sunday, I do the 60. That's Team Brosco. Brosco tell you, it's nuts out there. Allegheny is fucking crazy. I'm driving 7380. It's the only bus we have where the air conditioner shit over top of you, the first 2 buttons, the first 2 joints don't work. Because you can put it on like low, medium, or high.
So you gotta go on high.
And high is literally, it's, you know, you walk in Walgreens. That's how the shit sounds. So you
can see the cold.
You can't hear shit when you, but it's hot and the sun is right on me. So I got the shit on high, I'm driving. Chick don't ring the bell. I come through Broad Street, let people on off. I'm coming down to 13th. The bell don't ring because when it ring, the dashboard light up on the new buses. So the dashboard don't, I keep rolling. I get down to Germantown and she comes up like, now I know damn well you heard me tell you to stop back at 13th Street. If I get somebody to come on this bus and smack the shit out you, I'd be wrong, right? So instantly I'm like, well, someone's gonna die. Somebody come on this bus and touch me. One of us is gonna get hurt. For sure,
that's the only way it's gonna end.
Bad. But I'm like, the fact that I can't even say, yo, my fault. Damn, my bad. I ain't hear you. Nothing. Yeah. I can't explain to you about this loud ass, nut ass air conditioner. Nothing. Because we've gone immediately from that realm
to the gangster shit.
This one.
Yeah.
You've brought violence.
I'm gonna clap this bitch out.
You've brought violence into the equation.
Immediately.
And then she gets off the bus mad as shit. She had like a Burger King uniform. I don't know. I don't want to put that up. But it's just like, all right, she's pissed at something else. She get off. The lady come up like, yeah, what the fuck was her problem? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. People just be mad. But I'm like, I wasn't trying to be on some asshole shit. I really didn't hear her say nothing. But I'm like, that shit don't bother me. I'm working. The lady was like, you know what the nut ass part is? That bum ass bitch probably got somebody to come on here and do some old stupid shit. And I started thinking like, yeah, she probably do. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, that's how left a murder can pop off. Like, that's how you get 300 of them motherfuckers in a year.
Absolutely.
Because the smallest, most minuscule mishaps or misunderstandings turn into big dumb shit.
Yeah, this same bitch that could get somebody to get on a bus and throw their life away and throw your life away probably couldn't get that same nigga to give her $50.
Crazy. So then, Pete, that shit happens. I go down. I come up now. I'm leaving from down Richmond, Westmoreland. I come up to Kensington, Allegheny. Nobody gets off at the back door. Like, no one's getting off.
Right.
So I don't open the back door. So Motherfuckers wait for you to open the back door so they can run on the back and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is just how bold and how poor niggas are. I don't open the back doors. Everybody getting on in the front. So it's a bunch of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting on, doing whatever, paying, whatever. Motherfuckers excuses. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I didn't open the back doors because there's no one getting off. It's no reason to open the back door. The last nigga gets on and was like, yo, dog, like, next time I open that back door, it's hot as shit out here. I'm like, I gotta be getting punked today. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, do you got your fare? He like, nah, I ain't got it. Next time open that fucking back door. And I'm like, so essentially what you're saying is, yo, open the back door so I can get on for free.
Yeah, so I can sneak on as opposed to having to do this.
And I'm like, y'all so ridiculous.
Because I, like most ignorant niggas, have more pride than currency.
Exactly.
So now we got to do this.
That's fucked up, right? Yeah. More pride than currency. That's a perfect way to put it. And I'm sitting there to myself, and it's just like, I told Ra, it's so ridiculous in these little pockets in the city to where if you're like upstanding and like a decent human being, you're the minority.
Yes. You're the vast minority.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on nut shit.
It's crazy.
If you're in Kensington or Frankfurt right now, when you're an upstanding citizen, you are the absolute minority. Like, you're 1 out of 10 that got some sense.
1 out of 100, maybe.
Everybody's on nut shit. The business owners is on nut shit. Fuck you, pussy. Get out of here. I don't need your money. Kill your bitch.
Like, when I pull up to the corner, I know who's going beg. You can tell because they be staring at you, trying to make eye contact to test your temperature. Yeah. Your temperature. It's like I literally be feeling like the equalizer. Like, I look at my watch and I'm like, it's gonna be 7 niggas beg in the next 16 seconds. Like that's how you feel when you, because it's really like that. Because you can just tell where motherfuckers is at.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is, no matter how poor, no matter how bad, no matter how ridiculous somebody's situation is, they got time for nut shit.
Yeah.
Not to keep going with the bus stories. Motherfuckers tell me they like them. I hate them because it's like
you're living this shit.
I lost my hair behind this shit.
Man has PTSD behind this shit.
I pull up to 8th and Market the other day, 8th and Arch on the 48. Shorty gets on the bus. She like, yeah, she showed me. The bitch got papers like this. This is another joint. When people get on the bus and they got a pamphlet of papers, they just got out of prison. There's no reason for them to show you anything like this. But she get on, she like, yeah, I just got released. You give me a ride back up North Philly. I'm like, what? You don't have to show me that shit. Just go sit down. So as she go back there, she starts asking people if she can use their phone. I'm like, this shit going to end terribly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like white folks on the phone.
Right.
White boy, though, on some nice shit like, here, let her use the phone. So I'm like, I'm telling you,
this is a bad idea.
I'm saying to myself, like, and that's
don't do it.
I'm like, this shit ain't gonna end well, but whatever. She started using the phone. So he gets off. He's getting off at 29th and Girard. We downtown. She been using the phone all the way up, calling her people's, doing whatever. So we get to 29th Street. He like, ma'am, I'm getting ready to get off. I need my phone. She gives it to him. I'm like, oh wow, bet. That ended great. He gets his phone, gets off the bus. Shorty gets on the bus. Another black chick get on the bus. Young John got on scrubs, got a bag. Like, she coming from work. I hear the lady, because it's like a 40-year-old lady. Okay. She asked her, can she use the phone? I don't think none of it. I'm riding. Next thing I know, I'm talking about, I didn't get to Master Street. All I hear is, bitch. I'm like, the fuck? I turn around. The shorty coming from work, she arguing with her now. Bitch, don't step in my fucking face. Like, the fuck I gotta let you use me? That's my phone. I pay my bill. Don't get an attitude because I ain't let you. And she like, bitch, I'll knock you the fuck out. I just got out of prison. I ain't afraid to go the fuck back. Then the bitch like, what? You'll do what? Bitch, pull the mace out. Start shaking the mace. I'm like, yo. You really not about to spray mace on a bus with 50 people. She like, fuck this bitch and fuck you too if you riding with her. I'm like, I'm not riding with that bitch. But I'm like, and I'm standing up.
I promise I'm not riding.
I'm standing up now in the seat and I'm sweating. I'm just like, why? I'm like, I'm about to just leave this fucking bus, call an Uber, and go the fuck back to the fucking depot. Like why? Like, you coming from work, you just got the fuck out of jail. Right. You know what I'm saying? You coming from work, how do you even have the energy?
I'm always on go.
To light and I told my man the other day, I'm like, Drake got niggas on this whole I go 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah. Not realizing Drake worth 100 and don't get in the shit. Right. He got them H-Town niggas for all that good and Baca and all of them. Like, niggas really have this 0 to 100 lifestyle, and it's like
what you say?
This shit, yeah, that's how some motherfuckers be. And it's just like, yo, this shit ain't cool.
What you say? Have a nice day. Fuck you, pussy.
I literally had to grab her arm like, sis, go home. You got kids? She was like, yeah, and I rides for mine. I'm like, well, ride your ass till you stop.
Ride the bus till you stop and go home.
She bitch told me, fuck you if you riding with her. Like, it sounded like a Meek record.
I've never seen this lady, but damn my life.
She sounded like O'Malley. I'm like, no, I don't know this fucking lady. What the fuck are you talking about? But it's like, dog, it just literally be dumb shit that niggas got energy for 24/7. And it'd be like, how?
Easily.
You ever come from your job or just go to you don't got time to rumble a nigga at the Sunoco on your way to work or coming like, why?
It's bad, man.
Black people, like, that shit got to end, dog. Niggas come outside and be like, how much nut shit can I do today? Because that shit, I don't give a fuck what you smoke. You lighting up a fucking Walmart, then you playing a video game in your brain.
So apparently in the fallout from all this, there have been people that are like, well, yeah, y'all don't know what he was going through and this and that. And I'm just sitting here like, what? Like, what about the people that he hurt? Like, what do you mean we don't know what he was going through? Yeah, I don't, but I'm assuming that it was at least like a jar of fucking wet. Like, yeah. I'm assuming that that's what he went through before he got to the fucking shooting.
I told you, a nigga straight told us one time that when he had like, he had a simple assault and a sexual assault case he court like on the same night. And yeah, and he's explaining the story to us in the barbershop like, yeah, somebody slipped me a Mickey. And I mean, I burst out laughing because all my years, I've never heard anyone say that about their, like, you know, you see somebody like kind of shout out, motherfuckers be like, yeah, somebody slipped her a Mick. Or right. I've never heard a motherfucker tell you, yeah, somebody slipped me a Mick. And my man was like, yeah, after you slipped him $10. like, you know damn well you paid your hard-earned money for that Mickey. And
he was begging the nigga, yeah. Where is the Mickey at, nigga? I've been negotiating this Mickey price all week. Like, what's up?
But the nigga told us that, yeah, somebody slipped me a Mick. And I was, you know, out here on my drawing John. And I'm like, didn't nobody slip you shit. You like, think about that. You never known, like, that's like somebody tell you, oh yeah, somebody spiked my drink, and you know it's like, relax, man. But that's how crazy, like, man. Motherfuckers really, that's another thing they gotta stop too, like, trying to almost find like empathy as to why somebody went left. As
opposed to dealing with the situation at hand. All right, fuck the empathy. He went left. People are injured. This is domestic terrorism. You typically get either fucking the death penalty or 178 years for shit like this. Let's deal with the situation at hand, because now, just from his perk walk, we can already see he's trying to find a way to. I saw them talk.
They posted videos of the bull interrogation the other day. What's the kid name that shot up the school in Florida? What's the name of the school that got shot up down there? Like 17 kids got killed.
I know what you're talking about,
but they did his interrogation the other day, and they were showing the video. They let his brother come in and talk to him, and I'm like, I've never seen a family member come through in the interrogation.
Group interrogation.
But the brother was talking to him in the kind, and the young boy was punching himself in the head, like, "Oh, just kill me. I don't deserve to live," and all this other stuff. And people was commenting on it like, "Oh, he's really crazy. He has problems." Like, you go grab an AR and load it and come out into the public and start letting it go.
That's a conscious act.
If you crazy, put mayonnaise in the fucking toaster.
Right.
Like, yeah, like, why is it that the crazy pick the gun up and then come outside?
The assault rifle. You didn't show up with a bayonet fucking loading.
If you come out, you show up with an old school bow and arrow, it's like, boy, crazy as
the motherfucker.
He's off his rock.
Even a crossbow. It's like, nigga shot up.
I told you, it was niggas arguing one day at the park, and one of the niggas that used to be out there, he was super into karate. Like, he was a karate nigga. Like, that was his thing. He's like a 4th degree black belt or whatever. But they was out there going at it, and he started like getting into the whole little situation. And we like, yo, like, cause he like a regular nigga. He's just like, street niggas, and
Yeah.
like, you know, I know these niggas got hammers, and my man was like, yo, you should cool out. That nigga went in his jacket and he showed us he had the Chinese
ninja
stars
stars.
and put them back in his coat. I was like, this nigga,
This is going to end horribly.
like, you start throwing them shorts around.
Them Jones is indiscriminate with punishment.
Nigga pulled them shits out like they was the Bernardo and showed them to us and put them back in his coat.
You have no idea, guys.
Like, don't get it fucked up. I got my joints on me.
Holy shit.
But yeah, it's like I don't understand that. Like, we act like motherfuckers. Oh, he crazy. That's what it is. It's just like, no, dog. If you like the people on the bus, like they get on and pay and then that crazy.
Yeah.
If you was crazy, why? Like, how you know it's $250? You ain't the
How
fuck
you know where the bus stop at?
Why didn't you walk into the front of the? Why didn't you crawl under this motherfucker when I feel like?
Hey, why aren't you on top of the bus like Spider-Man since you so
ain't
motherfucking
that
crazy?
Like, I had a crazy nigga one time. He ran on the bus, and he ran in the back. Like, he just ran on and ran in the back. I was like, whatever. And I started to pull on the highway. He climbed out the side window. He opened the emergency joint, climbed. People was like, oh my God, people screaming like, yo, get him. He jumped
That's on
down
him.
and he went running up the City Ave ramp. Next stop 15th, man. I kept going out. Like, motherfuckers, like, I've seen a couple crazy motherfuckers, but it's like, for the most part, these motherfuckers ain't crazy. They just felt like coming out and doing shit. Because think about it, if he crazy, why are you apologizing?
Yeah.
Why are you saying, oh, I'm sorry, I fear for my life?
Yeah, that's because you committed a conscious act. You overdid it.
You just was, you did way too much.
You did way more than you probably intended to. You probably wanted to grab the burner and scare the nigga, but then he called you a bluff and then you had to shoot him.
Hair trigger.
Yeah.
Glock's got 6 pounds of pressure. You haul off and get somebody that done worked on it. That shit, my Glock 30 had 2 pounds. Like, literally, you move your finger, that shit is shooting. You fuck up and pull that bitch in public. I told you, I shot in the fucking apartment one time. Like, that shit
Like,
is
oh
real.
shit.
I'm looking around. Who the fuck shooting?
They shooting.
Real shit.
My pastor finally caught up to me.
Yo.
Shouldn't have sold that nigga all that Reggie back in
I
98.
told you I was a gangster back in the day, baby. Real shit. Like, yeah, like, dog, like, you get out here and motherfuckers let their emotions. That's how all this shit happen and go left. To where you look up and you see motherfuckers fighting over, like the shorty the other day on the John. Like, y'all are about to argue over her asking to use your phone.
Yes.
Your phone's in your pocket. What's the issue? No, this bitch, I don't like the way she talked to me. Trust me, if I didn't have this shirt tucked in, I'd talk to you like that. But it's like, yo, like, because I'm going to just be here all night. I want to change topics.
All right, speaking of crazy people on drugs, our favorite female rapper, Nicki Minaj,
I don't think she's on drugs anymore.
You don't?
I didn't. Because the interview was making sense.
The interview made all the sense in the world. Then I go on Twitter and she lighting everybody up, and I was like, that's the afties from the perks. It's like the Meek shit all over again.
I don't want to say it was like her doing it to like sell some records or
No, I don't
shit.
think that. I just think that she just like has reached her breaking point more than anything. And my whole thing was
I think everybody's allowed to do that.
Yes, and I was talking to my homegirl the other day, and she was like, "Yo, Nicki crazy, this and that, and da da da." I'm like, well, everybody. I was like, I tell people all the time, just in life, you can control what you say to people. You can't control how they respond to it. So because they've been broken up for so long now, people have put it out of their brains that Safari went on every media outlet that he could to discredit Nicki Minaj and basically say, oh, well, I ain't gonna say exactly what I did, but just know I was associate executive producer for a reason. And it was a lot of innuendos, and when people would say that he was writing her stuff, he would retweet it and shit like that. And he was basically running a smear campaign to try to discredit, this woman. And I'm like, yo, at some point, a man got to be a man and get out of his feelings and stop being a bitch ass nigga and accept the fact that the relationship is over. Accept the fact that shit didn't go the way that you wanted it to go for whatever reason, because I'm not in y'all business. But you just got to move forward from that shit and be a man and not be a bitter bitch in the media looking for attention, because his whole life is set up off of being Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend. You don't have no other shit to talk about. Now they talk about your dick, pause. But prior to that, nobody didn't have nothing to say about you other than, oh, Safari Nicki Minaj ex. So you can't be mad that she decides to shoot her shot back at the time than she does because y'all love Jay-Z so much, and that's what Jay-Z has made a living off of, shooting his shot when he deemed it to be appropriate. Her shot happened to be just like a Jay-Z shot the same week the motherfucking album coming out because I need all attention directing in this motherfucking direction. But that doesn't make her wrong for choosing to respond. Do I think that she should? Probably not, because Safari's a fucking peon in the kitchen, bitch. And then once you start realizing that, like,
I ain't heard kitchen bitch.
That she allegedly stabbed him and beat him up and this and that, and it's like, oh, and you stayed. That just goes to show how much of a man you aren't, because you was more married to her money than you was to your manhood and being a man and knowing that you can go out here and get shit on your own. You knew you couldn't. You're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without this bitch. I'm gonna just be stabbed.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. Like, you know what? It was me, officer. I was feeling down. You know, I've been battling with depression.
Yeah, that's to lie to the cops and say, yeah, no, I stabbed myself.
Like, not a random guy ran up on me. I was fucking in the wrong spot in Brooklyn. Nigga stabbed me. No, I stabbed myself.
Like, you know, stabbing yourself is like almost impossible.
Your natural reflex is to stop.
Like, you know, you can like it's called preservation of life.
Yeah.
Like shooting yourself because you pull the trigger, it happens.
Yeah, because you don't really see it.
Or like slitting your wrist. You go like this and your wrist is slit. But to literally drive a knife through yourself, that's very
damn near impossible.
It's very difficult because you're all of this is working.
You're like, nah,
it's not
no,
gonna let
nigga,
you do
we
that.
don't want to get stabbed. No, stop. Don't do this to yourself. Yeah, so it's like once you start factoring all of these things, and it's like the relationship ran probably a year or two longer than it should have. There was definitely overlap between her, Safari, and Meek. And everybody can relate to that as far as, being in a relationship a little bit too long to where it overlaps with your other relationship, but you don't quite know how to end the relationship because of the familiarity and the fact that, you a nut ass nigga, but I do still kind of care about you, and I don't want you to be out here eating Purina puppy chow for, you know what I'm saying, because you're too prideful to sell your
funny as shit than that.
Because you're too prideful to go and sell your jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You won't go sell none of the jewelry I gave you because of your pride. So you're going to hold on to that and still try to look like $1 million even though you have an overdrafted account. So it's just like all of those factors will make a person stay in a relationship longer than they should. And, and then at that point, it's just like battered husband time. It's like, all right, well, you still here? I'm whooping that ass, nigga. And that's basically what went on for the final year and a half of the relationship.
How does the selling of jewelry work?
And you go back to the scumbag jeweler that you bought it from and start bartering. You know what I'm saying? You shoot high. Hey, I got my appraisals here. Remember back in 2007 when you sold me this big ass chain that say Bodman things? I need to get up out of all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you start the motherfucking bartering, and you would hope that you didn't customize to the point where you can't resell the shit. That's where a lot of motherfuckers get in trouble. They over customize the shit. They start fucking putting Big Dick Daddy on the chain and fucking inscribing shit on the back.
Yeah.
I love me more than you hate me and all this old nut shit. And now it's like, yo, what are we supposed to do with this? So now you getting motherfucking 10 cents on the dollar instead of 40 cents on the dollar, which is really what the whole point of, jewelry is. Cause I've been schooling Matt and Jules, it's just as far as about the watch shit, it's an investment. It's damn near, if you buy right, you can make money a lot of times. If not, then you'll get your money back. So it's like a smart investment, and it's fucking easier to sell a watch than it is to sell a fucking house. Just simply stated. Like, you got to go through a whole lot less pressure because there's motherfuckers all over the world buying and selling watches every day, just like fucking stock. Because if you get into the right product at the right number and you get out of it at the right number, you can turn a fucking serious profit or not get hurt by it, which is the main thing. But if you over customize, you fucked. It's like really nothing you can do.
The fact that, I guess this is going to be business time, the fact that we've seen so many stock markets open up for commodities is just unbelievable to me. Like looking at StockX, looking at Chrono 24, like it's almost unbelievable that like me and Jules was talking today. He got the Ben 5s like a couple years ago for like $500. If you can find them in a 15, you talking $2,500, $3,000 easy. And it's like, that's a better investment than a fucking money market account.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that, you know what I'm saying?
If you're playing the averages, that's a better. And imagine if you had 5 pairs.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So like he asked me today about the South Beach flip flops, and I'm like, yeah, I bought a pair for $190. He's like, $190? The fuck? You crazy? Nigga, 190 for some flip flops, some LeBron Jones. So I went on eBay and I showed him. I'm like, no, them shits go for $225 now, and that's like a size 14.
Right.
And he like, I think I got a pair of them dead stock. Like, and I'm like,
yeah, it's a fucking
like
commodity.
Everything now, it's like, yeah, I bought this for $2, but then somebody could be like, damn, I really want one of them. I sell it to you for $4. All right.
Yeah.
And that's how fast a stock market will open up for any fucking thing.
It took 20 years, but people have now become accustomed to a resale market for everything. Chanel bags, shoes, watches, whatever. Rolex watches in the stainless steel are up 18% year over year.
Dog, what I tell you about the GMT Master 2, the new Pepsi bezel?
Yeah.
The shit is $9,400 when it come out.
Yeah, triple the price.
The cheapest one I've seen is $22,000.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, I'm not paying $22,000 for no fucking watch.
Because you can't recoup that spread. Like, even if you sell the watch within 2 years of having it and where the demand is still up for it, you can't recoup off of that spread of the additional monies that you paid. Motherfuckers was jumping out the window last year paying $22,000 for the Blueface fucking Sky Dollar. It's like it's $14,400 plus tax. Call it $15,500 and you paid $22,000 for it. What about when you don't want the motherfucker no more and you got to take $14,400 for it? Yeah. Like, you can't recoup that money. You didn't get $8,000 worth of wares out of the motherfucker to where it's like, yes, I feel good about losing $8,000 year over year. We was talking
about the Black History Month Vapor Max the other night, and it was just like, yeah, like them shits, they shot up to 500. Now they coming back down. Now they sitting at 410.
Yeah.
And I got them at 260? But then they come out, they like today, the Jones dropped today, the 95s. Yeah. The gray and green Jones. I was telling him, like, I wanted them. I was telling her this morning, I want them, but they was going that fast. Yeah. He was like, they on the bay. I'm like, but I'm not paying the same day motherfuckers is shooting they shot.
Oh yeah.
1,700.
Yeah, but then like, you know, because you've been in the sneaker game a long time, as soon as the internet pairs start getting delivered and niggas got them in hand, they're like, I don't really like these much as I thought I did. Or motherfuckers like, damn, I got to eat oatmeal again. Damn, I probably need to sell these joints. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be a lot of that because the whole thing is, it's like, it's now become the commodities business has become transactional to where it's like, all right, you might not make a big spread per item, but there is a spread there. But imagine if you had 10 of them or 20 of them or 80 of them. If you're fucking Brett O'Reilly, you know what I'm saying, who's like a big sneaker reseller. It was like, imagine if you had 80 pairs of them Jones and you was making $50 a pop on each and every one of them and you sold them all in 3 weeks.
Like, somebody one day on the bus, we had rode past, what's the John? Dariel.
Oh, Ubik.
Ubik. Shout out Dariel and Ubik. Fucking, we rode past, and the chick was like, it be these same motherfuckers out here every week, sitting out here waiting for some fucking sneakers. I'm like, yo, they working.
Yeah.
Like, they could be smacking you in the head every week with a pipe.
Right.
But they working.
Taking your motherfucking purse, but you know.
But they work.
They at work right now.
She was like, what you mean? I'm like, it's a long story, and you getting off hopefully in the next couple blocks. But yeah, they working. And it's like, yeah, like it's a resale market. Like, it be like Apple products have resale value when they first drop. Like everything.
Why you think it'd be 44,000 Japanese motherfuckers and Chinese motherfuckers standing in line at every release? Because they gonna go pop right over to wherever the fuck they from, and they gonna sell all them Jones to one person the same day. Yeah. They gonna go find somebody that got the network that they need. They gonna sell them Jones at motherfucking $1,400 a pop, all 37 of them, and they gonna have their bread back. And whenever the next phone come out, they gonna do the same shit.
I was just wondering when it came to like big jewelry. I understand watches now a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I understand what's a fair price, what's a bad price, what's a good price.
I mean, you can't lose money in gold right now. You can't lose money in stainless steel watches right now. It's not really too much stainless steel jewelry that you can buy. But as far as like straight gold, high quality 14 karat or 18 karat gold, if you buy like a Cuban link bracelet or a chain or some shit like that, like you'll get your money out of that investment if you buy smart. And the market literally fluctuates fucking day by day, the same way as fucking Apple stock. It's the same shit. But it's like, if you buy smart, or if you caught gold when it was down, when nobody wanted this shit, and when everybody was wearing platinum in 2001, and you look up and you got all this fucking gold jewelry, you could make a mint off of some shit like that. It just depends. Shit, this motherfuckers with gold bars in their house in the fucking safe, shit like that.
What's his name? Stay posting his gold Jones. Chinese ball.
Ben Baller.
Ben Baller, yeah. Man, I'd like to have some gold bars.
Ben Baller is low key one of the smartest like entrepreneurs in the country.
Like, somebody asked me recently, like, if you could interview 5 people, who would it be? Like, as far as having them on the podcast, I'm like, Ben Baller is definitely on there.
Yeah.
Dame Dash was on
Obviously.
there. 50. And I was like, I don't really have no other, but it's like those three I would definitely want to like rap with. Maybe
Yeah.
Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I fucks with Ben Baller. I like his story a lot.
Like Ben Baller literally is like the world's most interesting man. He did everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like an Asian mob. Fucking worked for Aftermath, worked for Rockefeller. Like he the world's most interesting man. Then he
Nigga became a jeweler.
just became a jeweler.
Yeah, just like them fuck it. Like,
I'm gonna be a jeweler.
yeah, that's dope. Nikki, what can you explain this to me? Because I have no conscious of this. What happened with Nikki and the Love and Hip Hop people and DJ Self? Because I have no.
So Nikki was at Power 105 to do an interview with DJ Clue because she's, interviewing everybody. And apparently the question was posed to her if she would do a drop for DJ Self. And she said, absolutely not. Hell no. Fuck no. He's a fuck boy and I'm not doing it. And she basically was saying like Self was hanging around the studio trying to get a picture, trying to get a hug and this and that. And she's like, yo, you try to talk bad about, when Cardi spurned you, you try to talk bad about her to me to try to rally me to get me on your side to make it like I'm with you, but then like you talk shit about like my album ain't good and this and that, and who knows what the actual, because his story and her story are like night and day. He's saying that he said that he didn't like her album and she blacked out, typical Nicki Minaj fashion, and she's saying that he was trying to like do some like 2 against 1, me and you against Cardi. I know you don't fuck with her, I don't fuck with her, fuck the bitch, and we gonna ride on Cardi B. She said she wasn't going for it or whatever the case may be. And then from there she was calling him like a bum ass VH1 nigga and this and that, and you was a respected DJ, now you a VH1 faced ass nigga and da da da. And then from there Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop New York, who's Self's artist, jumped in it.
Okay, so who is Mariah Lynn?
Skinny, bulimic looking white chick that's a rapper.
You know who it is?
Unfortunately, she knows who she is. Skinny, bulimic looking white chick from New York. She's a rapper signed to Gwinnett Entertainment, which is Self's label.
Oh, okay, yeah,
little chihuahua face white chick. So she jumps in it. She
definitely do look like a little chihuahua.
Little scrappy chihuahua. Ready to go. So she jumps in it. If Self ain't gotta say get her because I'm a getter and all this whole hip hop shit and blah blah blah.
Well, she's still trying to like get.
She's trying to break by any means necessary. Then Jessica Dime said something from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
That's the one with the really big ass.
Big ass married to Sean Williams that used to be on the Pacers.
I didn't know that. Sean Williams.
You don't know Sean Williams? SHAWNE. He went to University of Memphis. Small forward.
All right, yeah.
Played for the Pacers during that the end of the Jalen Rose era.
She was dealing with somebody though.
She was dealing with everybody.
Well, I'd imagine.
That's all these hoes got the same story.
Okay.
So then she jumped in it. Well, what you say about reality shows? Cause such and such, and wasn't you just on Black Ink and da da da?
Who was on Black Ink?
Nikki was.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she.
So you a reality show person?
Junkie.
Yeah, I don't.
Wasn't you just on Black Ink? And I'm missing Snowfall Tonight, which is not a reality show, but I need to watch Snowfall Tonight. Remind me, thank you. But so it's just all this muck and grind. And then the Real Housewives of Atlanta was like, Jessica Dime, if you don't get the fuck out of here, that ass bitch. And then Nikki's like, yeah, because she's such a like. All of this is going on in like the shade room hit baller alert comments. Like Nicki Minaj is commenting on this shit. I'm like, sis, you got an album out and you just did 97 interviews. How do you have time for this? So I'm like, so not only are you on perks, you're on Adderall also.
I saw somebody the other day on Twitter was like, can we get one female rapper that actually cares about us or some shit? It was like Cardi canceled her tour so she could argue with people on Twitter. And Nicki's doing all this nut shit with Self and something else. I was cracking up off of that.
Azalea Banks is a nut job. Iggy Azalea just make twerk videos all day.
We're going to go to Bruno Mars concert. And you know, Bruno's opener was
Cardi B.
And did you see he announced who he filler with? Sierra, Charlie Wilson, Ella Mai, and Boyz II Men.
God damn.
And I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work.
All of them equal to Cardi B?
Because it's going to be 50-year-olds, young bitches.
Listen, we got to put asses in seats, man.
That's what I'm like, God damn.
That's like a Jelly Roll and Russell Red show right there. Like, you got motherfuckers from every demographic.
Janky promoters.
I was watching Janky promoters the other night. He said, I got your problem right here, Jeezy. I got your problem solved. Take this. He said, what's this?
I meant to say that because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this now. Like, I think I want to go to Drake and Migos more than I want to go to this shit. Because my thing was, Bruno allegedly puts on an amazing show, and I want to see his show. But I ain't a big Cardi fan, but I know her before him is gonna at least amp the crowd,
right,
and get all of all the bitches gonna be in go mode,
right,
by the time Bruno hit the stage. But it's like now, if Charlie Wilson comes out, because I was trying to get floor tickets, it's like I don't want to get die on me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to get old head sweat on you.
And then if Boys the Men come out, what's happening here?
Didn't one of them die recently? No disrespect.
Nah. Did Mike die?
Like severely sick or something like that?
Because I know they don't put him in shit no more, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that don't mean he out the group. You sick, so you don't get to take no pictures? Iyanla had them on there?
Had Mike on there.
For what?
Oh, he's telling his story. Got you.
Man.
Saying, I don't want to see Boys and Men in 2018. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't die. I thought he died after the Iyanla. Oh, my bad.
What?
I didn't know what the fuck y'all was
He
talking
died after he got.
That's what I thought y'all said. Like, Yolanda was like his last dying joke. I didn't know. My bad.
Sorry, Mike.
Keep it going, Mike. My bad, baby. No, but the MS, what's that? Multiple sclerosis?
Multiple sclerosis,
okay, yeah. The boy who did the paintings, like with the Philly people.
Yeah.
He put Boys the Men standing behind Jill Scott, Patty
there was
LaBelle,
no Mike.
but it was only 3 of them, and that's why I'm just like, how the fuck
out of pocket, out of pocket.
Like Mike's a member of that group.
Did you see that the members of Playa joined Drew Hill
with the
Photoshop J's?
It's like motherfuckers trying anything.
Nigga had on 2 left shoes.
Yeah.
Jazz went solo and fucked the group up. Like, who knew that Jazz was such a fucking phenomenon that he just fucked the whole foundation? How Jazz get to lead a group and Cisco got to stay? Cisco had the motherfucking thong song, dog.
2018 is just motherfuckers is going for anything. Just trying anything.
We just gonna try. We just gonna throw it out there, do a little photo shoot. My man had the wrong shoes on. We gonna fix that and post that.
Jones on, and you gonna be straight. And it's just like, damn, like how did we come here to where it's just like, yo, it's so many different little situations I see to where it's just like, this ain't making much sense.
Of course not. Sense? What's that?
Yeah. Like even seeing Nas with good music, it's just like
Kanye brooded him.
I don't know about this. Let's go.
Nas immediately was like, "Yeah, my new album, Nas, It's Lonely at the Top, comes out in September, produced by Primo."
Hey, speaking of good music, please anybody watching this, if you didn't, pause the podcast and go look at Kanye on Jimmy Kimmel. You will laugh uncontrollably.
He's the world's stupidest man.
The crazy part is he made sense at one point in the interview.
Yeah.
He was making sense.
Yeah, then he goes off a cliff.
And then it just literally nosedives.
That's the new Kanye. Like, that's the format. It's like, yo, I be making sense and shit, and they be rocking with me, and then I just say some dumbass shit.
Like, yeah, it's
that's the Kanye format.
It was just kind of weird for me. Like, why are you saying these things about Trump?
Why are you saying? That's my dad, nigga.
Like, are you paid? Like, is this a paid advertisement? And then Kimmel breaks it completely down, and Kanye just, you got me. You know, like that's the tip he was on. Like,
we still recording?
Yeah, damn. About that.
I did say that. That was me. Shit.
Y'all crazy.
My mom was alive back then.
Yeah.
It's different. I'm a new guy.
I think Kanye genius, like as far as music, is still there though.
I mean, the production on Daytona alone tells you that. The
production on Daytona, Nas, and Ye are fucking phenomenal.
And Kids See Ghosts too.
Yeah, I'm a little when it comes to that.
It's only like 3 songs on there, but the production is good, like throughout. And it's just like, yo, you fuck Tiana Taylor album up completely, and people still like it.
I think they like Tiana Taylor more than they like her music though.
Yeah. Did you see her shit with Jeremiah? She spazzed on Jeremiah.
I literally said, "Yo, what's the shit?" I told you I know nothing of this week.
Yeah.
All I saw was them being mentioned on Twitter.
Yeah, so basically, all right, so she's on tour with Jeremiah. Tour just came to Philly August 10th or whatever. And in typical Jeremiah tour fashion, shit start going left.
How does Jeremiah have a tour?
Do you remember a couple years ago when him and Party Next Door got into it on tour?
I remember that.
So it's like it's the same shit because they say like the nigga's like a weirdo and a diva and he don't want to interact with nobody, and you know people start getting too much shine. He want to fucking start cutting their set times and all type of shit. But it's like, yo, why do y'all keep going on Jeremiah tours? Like why does Tiana Teller need to go on a Jeremiah tour? Like why doesn't Tiana Teller just do her own tour and just go into like 500 person buildings like the Foundry around the country, just do her own tour?
Y'all just put out 94 7-song albums. It's like y'all don't have a tour for her to go on that's not
with Jeremiah. Like, and who knew Jeremiah was such a priority at Def Jam? Like, he keeps getting his own fucking tours. Like
I can't even. Yeah, like
I can't name a Jeremiah song.
If Jeremiah called us and was like, "Yo, y'all want to go on tour with me?" I'd be like,
"Fuck no,
I gotta do OT tomorrow."
Yeah, like Matt got to run tomorrow. I got parties coming up. Like,
I'm good, yo.
Like no, like
I got
continually.
27.
And Jeremiah's an amazing songwriter, but it's like as far as his own records, like I can't name no Jeremiah record in the last 4 years that anybody gives a singular fuck about. But he keeps going on tour. But maybe that's the power of streaming, because there's plenty of motherfuckers out here that's like making the streaming charts go ching, 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 and we don't know who the fuck they are. So
explain what happened with him and Tiana.
So basically, he started doing the Jeremiah shit. I guess he, was getting upset because she was getting too much ovation, too much fan love. Started wanting to cut her set time. She spazzed out on Twitter, called him a bitch ass nigga and this and that, and I'll ruin you, and I'm off this tour. Fuck you, pussy. Then he said, then he tweeted, he put on Instagram her album title, like as like the caption of one of his photos, and then she was like, "Oh, is this a threat? Because such and such." And then Iman got in it. Yeah, is this a threat? Because blah blah blah, and I'll come see you.
Because I have nothing to do.
Yeah, I got nothing going on.
I don't have a season to get ready.
I play for the Kings. See what I'm saying? My season is pointless, nigga. I'm down to do 6 to 12 months, nigga. Fuck you.
I hate 2018 because we really let anybody be famous and they don't deserve it. Like, and that's not hating, but it's the truth. Motherfuckers really do not deserve fame. They don't deserve all the accolades, all the shit. It's like, cause niggas literally, like, my thing is, if you have a God gift, like a dead ass talent, how do you just not hone and get better with that junk? Like, how you like, what's the nigga, what's his name? I was like, I can't believe he on Love and Hip Hop. The husky, he was
Sean Garrett.
Sean, like, why are you here?
Because it's over. Like, it's over.
But at least Scott Storch is still fighting his way through. And Scott Storch was on straight dope.
It's over for
Sean Garrett. It's over. But it's like,
Sean Garrett got Bosley. He got the little bullshit curl at the top. Like he dating Carly Red. Like, once you date Carly Red, it's over. Like, nobody's not fucking with you after that. It's over.
Like, if you come through, like,
nigga wrote mad songs for Beyonce, my nigga.
If you come through with Carly Red,
nigga wrote Run It.
Yo, this my girl.
Nigga wrote Run It for Chris Brown, and it's over.
Parties is not doing it no more. It's just like, damn, like,
it's over.
Yeah, but that's what the tip I was on. It's like, for him to be as amazing of a songwriter and do some of the shit. I remember he was like the man.
He was the guy. And ASCAP Songwriter of the Year, all that shit.
I can't believe he's on this shit.
Every week acting like a donkey, arguing with chicks, everything, trying to fight women, all type of nut shit. It's over.
Nut shit. That's exactly the tip.
Because the Mona Scott way is, if you ain't got no interesting shit going on in your storyline, you don't post on the episode, you don't get paid. So it's not like a salary. It's like, yo, you get a per episode stipend, but if your footage get cut and you not in the episode, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
Shit rough, man. And you don't retain ownership to nothing. Like Love and Hip Hop got to be on episode 3000 as a franchise. Nobody don't have no rights to nothing. Now, you can leverage and negotiate more money, like what Jim Jones and Chrissy did, and then what what's the name did, Stevie J and shit like that. You can leverage and negotiate for more money, but you don't own shit. Mona Me Entertainment owns everything. You don't own a motherfucking thing. So when this shit is getting rebroadcast on PBS in a couple years, you ain't getting none of them checks, bitch. Mona getting everything. And it's like, yo, I can't even be like, I used to be like kind of like on edge, like fucking around with like not really fucking with Mona because it's like, yo, you exploiting black people, but y'all are signing up to get exploited. So it's like, I can't be mad at her. Like it's like the same thing we talked about the last couple weeks. It's like, damn, like black people so stupid and just so much on bullshit on the whole. You kind of can't blame motherfuckers for getting over on them. Like you kind of gotta like salute.
You
like,
kind of gotta give Mona props.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta be like, God, you found the right niggas.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to go far because every single season, motherfuckers are lined up trying to get on these bum ass shows.
Because all they care about is getting more fucking club bookings and shit.
Yeah,
like
get more
that.
exposure so they can go get them brown paper bags. So it's like if you don't care, I definitely don't care, and I'm gonna watch this shit and I'm gonna laugh every week.
One of my close homies, they was like, "I'd love to see y'all niggas blow, man, because y'all deserve to be like on TV. Like y'all niggas need to be hosting events and hosting parties." And I'm like, "Well, that's never happening." I'm like, "I'm not hosting jack
Matt in a
shit.
club with a bottle of 42.
Yeah, me in the fucking club. Like, no, that's never happened. But yeah, man. What was the? We started talking about Kanye.
Tiana Teller, Kanye.
Went off into that shit. Oh, but since we're talking about music, Aretha died today.
Aretha died. Rest in peace, Aretha. Let's have a moment of silence for Aretha.
I'll do a moment for Aretha. One moment. Yeah, Aretha was the absolute queen.
Joe Budden had an interesting take on it. He said, I don't want to ever hear Nicki Minaj mention Aretha Franklin again.
Why?
Because you know Nicki Minaj was on her John last year in 2016 and 17. I have more Billboard hits than Aretha Franklin and such. I am the new queen of pop and all this old crazy shit. And he's like, yo, Nicki Minaj, knock it off. I don't want to don't ever speak about Aretha Franklin again. The woman's resting in peace. Let it be what it is. Stop bringing Aretha Franklin up.
Paul Mooney, he gave Aretha mad jokes all the time. The Aretha was the shit, man. She was, 70 Billboard hits. Like she was number 2.
Original diva.
The OG diva.
Diva.
Yeah. If you ever want to laugh though, do you remember when Aretha sung the national anthem for the Thanksgiving game? You remember that shit? You ever seen it? Oh my God. The national anthem is like 40 seconds long. This shit went on for like 9 minutes. Am I exaggerating? It literally got to the point where she wasn't singing the song. She was just like
just doing runs,
just screaming. Shit went on forever. It's like top 3 funniest national anthems ever. That, R. Kelly when he had the steppers.
Oh man.
And Carl Lewis. You ever seen that?
Of course, I've seen Carl Lewis on
Carl Lewis, he said, "Oh, say, can you?" He said, "Oh." But yeah, Aretha.
Some of last night's action still in my throat. Oh shit.
Aretha Jones was up there, but yeah, definitely rest in peace, Aretha, man. Whenever a legend passes away, you got to give props to that. The rest of y'all stink as of right now.
Absolutely.
Music. Since we talking about music, let's do this real quick because you had a couple submitted questions, and so did I.
Yeah.
What was your favorite era of hip hop? We're getting back to answering the people's questions. What was your favorite era of hip hop?
Probably the Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule era. 98 to 2001. Mm-hmm. It's probably like the best era because you got Jigga Volume 2 in there. You got both of X his two debut albums. You got the Ja Holla Holla's in there. You got the Holla Holla remix with Jay on there, which is extremely underrated record that nobody talks about.
Pove City Anthem in there. Please
Cadillac
don't forget. Mr. Fingers got beats. That shit used to come on that bong. Don't forget the Pove City Anthem.
You got the beginning of T.I.'s at the end of that era. Mm-hmm. Wayne hadn't quite transitioned yet. The initial 50 Cent is in there, How to Rob and all of that shit. What else?
Pun and Fat Joe. Becoming Terror Squad.
Cannabis is in there.
Cameron's becoming Cameron. Falling off.
Nori first album, which I fucking love to this day.
Outkast
is in there.
Yeah.
Aquemini. Shit. It's a lot of shit.
My favorite era is when rap was finding itself in the early 90s. Like when we really didn't know Biggie was Frank White yet. We just knew he could rap his ass off.
Right.
And it was like, damn, like he's really gonna be the man. When we really didn't know what Snoop was. We just knew 1, 2, 3 into the 4 was a groove. Like 91 to 94. I was a kid, and I remember I used to hear them songs. Like the first couple times I heard "Fuck with Dre Day," or the first couple times I heard "Positive K, I Got a Man." Yeah. I lost it off of that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard "Naughty by Nature," Hip Hop Hooray.
Damn.
That shit was like, damn, this shit. Not
I remember
like,
when I first heard Naughty by Nature, Ghetto Bastard.
dog.
That shit was like, what
Or
the fuck
fucking
is this?
what was the joint from Juice?
Uptown Anthem.
Like them Jones used to just like think about when you first heard dum dum.
Fuck my world up.
Dum, like that shit come on and you like, damn.
And you see the video, he's sitting in a king chair. You see Faith, you know what I'm saying? You got the house party.
That shit was a groove, dog. And it's like I look back at like, I understand what rap became when the millennium was coming around because it was all about Bentleys and ice and like you said, platinum.
Yeah.
But back then it was just like, it just, the feeling was just, I wish I was an adult to experience 93, 94 and music wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, just look at, like, think about, I like the first time I heard Mom Playing Tricks on Me when I was a young boy. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That was early 90s.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And it's not about pulling up in a Bentley in a video or having a bunch of bitches shaking ass. I mean, that's cool and all, but it's like the feeling, like when Snoop and Dre and them was doing their videos for Nothing But a G Thing and for what was Snoop John? What's My Name? That shit was just like, I'm standing on top of the record store in my hood.
Yeah.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee, like that shit was just raw.
Yeah.
That's what it was. When fucking Mr. Cheeks and them, what was they crew?
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys did Beamer Benz and Bentleys and shit. They just literally got all the dope boys in the neighborhood to bring their whips to the park.
Yeah.
And shoot the fucking video. Like it was just a raw aspect to rap to where it didn't, all the extra shit didn't matter. It was just who nice and who can rap and who can do this shit better than other motherfuckers. And that shit was just a fun ass feeling. And literally all the legends that we look at now, like the greats, the heavyweights, they was fine. They was figuring it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Snoop was a Crip and showed up at a Blood record label. I'm nice.
Right.
Y'all don't fuck with me or not.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Snoop was a lightning rod, man. Snoop is so underrated and unappreciated by like East Coast rap fans.
Did you realize that you saw Get Out?
Yeah.
Remember
bunch of times.
the guy that screamed Get Out?
Talking about the young boy that's on ATL Atlanta, the show with Donald Glover.
Yeah, you know the one that actually screams.
He was the one that played Snoop.
He was Snoop in the Straight Outta Compton joint.
Yeah.
And
His artistic range is crazy.
it's crazy, right? I was thinking that the other day when I peeped that, like, damn, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the most interesting characters on TV now. That role that he plays on Atlanta, like that's like a crazy ass role. Darius. Yeah.
Another question. Nicki Minaj Monster Verse, and this is going to lead into another question. Nicki Minaj's Monster Verse or Lil' Kim's Quiet Storm Remix Verse?
I'm a bar, but I gotta go with Lil' Kim.
Can you explain why?
Because part of rap is tied to expectation. Part of the reason why people like, dislike, whatever, somebody's performance on the record is tied to their expectation of what they think they're going to do. When I initially heard Quiet Storm, number one, I was mob deeped out at the fucking time. But I didn't expect Lil' Kim to do all of that on that fucking record. And she just spazzed, like beginning to end, like didn't waste a line, like alliteration, spelling shit out, and like she was basically like almost like a popish rapper at the time, and she's got like so gully and so gutter, and it's just like a memorable moment. And it's like girls that are 19 now and women that are 40 now all know that fucking verse.
Now, see, that's kind of how I look at the Monster Verse for Nicki Minaj. When I first saw Kanye featuring Jay-Z, featuring Rick Ross, featuring Nicki Minaj, I'm thinking Nicki might be coming in fourth place.
Yeah, or on the hook.
But then you hear it, I can't remember whole verse from that joint.
No, the whole verse was kind of terrible.
I can't really remember Ye on that joint. Can't remember what Rick Ross said at the beginning. But that shit put Nicki on the map.
For sure.
To where it was like, oh damn, she really nice. And it's like, that's not just the chick that's with Wayne and Drake. she really can rap her ass off. And that I just always respected that feature because it like is a woman with the big dogs.
Yeah, the
like,
biggest dogs.
The biggest of dogs. And ain't about shit. And she ran through them for real. Like like running through Mobb Deep, no disrespect to Prodigy, of course, RP, but like running through them, that ain't running through Hove and Ye and Ross, not in they height.
Absolutely.
That's a whole nother level of fucking around. So that board, somebody at me the other day, well, not at me, but they sent me a DM, was like, yo, I want to hear y'all say your top 10 features of all time. And I said to him, I'm like, yo, real talk, Young Money might have 5 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wayne and I mean, you want a list with Wayne, Drake, and Nicki?
And he was like, you serious? And I'm like, well, you got Drake on Stay Scheming, right? And then you got Drake on Aston Martin Music.
Yeah, that's
so
on there.
those two for sure.
Yeah.
If you want to put Nicki's Monster verse in there,
Yeah.
then you got Wayne on Hustle Hard Remix. And I'm not counting none of Wayne's hooks. You could.
You could count Duffel Bag
Boy and what's Fat Joe John?
Oh, Make It Rain.
Make It Rain. You could do those, but I wouldn't
give
put
it
those
niggas
in there.
careers.
But I was like, if you want to keep it a bean, Lloyd, that
Wayne
shit
destroyed
took
it.
over the fucking world.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's 5 right there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm an old nigga, so I think AZ on Life's a Bitch, Biggie on Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear remix, Biggie on Victory.
Of course.
I consider it a feature. Most people wouldn't. Snoop on Nothing But a G Thing.
I was almost not even really considering the Biggie shit as features for real, because
On Victory?
that's a fucking compilation album. A Puffy album is a compilation album. What are you doing if you out rap Puffy?
It was the last verse Biggie did before he died.
Right. I mean, it's to me, it's probably the best verse of fucking all time.
It literally showed the growth. Like, I got better till the
But
day
it's like
I died.
I be almost like when it come to these lists and shit, I be like damn near like taking like Big out. Like damn, you know what I'm
I
saying?
can understand. Flavor in Your Ear remix, that's...
It's out of here. It's just
I'll take Victory out, but Flavor in Your Ear remix is probably...
you know what's a sleeper? Jay on Best of Me remix.
Yeah, that's up there.
Destroyed it. That's up there.
That's up there. DMX on Money, Power, Respect is up there.
DMX on Money Cash O's.
That's up there. It's another super, super huge one I'm forgetting. Oh, Busta Rhymes on What's the Scenario? That has to be up there because that literally spawned a career. If you want to keep it real, Nas at Live at the Barbecue
Yeah.
spawned a career.
That's what I'm saying. It's like hip hop is 40 years old now. You literally would have to do the shit in eras. Like it's no way. It's really not even fair to the artist because the degrees of difficulty are different. The circumstances in the marketplace are different.
That's
Motherfuckers
true.
got to do different shit. So it's like with any of these lists now, they get so convoluted because it's like on Joe Budden podcast, they got a running joke. Everybody is top 20 to y'all. And they like, yeah, absolutely, of course. Like they got 60 people in their fucking top 20 because it's so much fucking hip hop to digest from fucking the Cold Crush all the way up to fucking Lil Pump. It's like so much shit, and it's just like it's hard to really pinpoint it, and it's all subjective because I could be feeling like on some days Scarface is in my top 5, some days he's fucking not. You know what I'm saying? Some days Ice Cube is in my top 3, some days he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the shit fluctuates.
Yeah. But I always looked at those joints like those deserve to be up there. Lil Wayne got another joint. I just can't think about it. I'll tell you another Chance on Ultralight Beam. That's
bomb.
another crazy ass fucking feature.
Shit, Kanye on the fucking Lollipop remix.
I don't remember that. The Lollipop remix. Yeah. I can remember that.
Fucking
Andre 3000 Players Anthem.
No, that was their song. Oh no, that was a feature,
UGK.
right?
That was a
That was
feature.
a feature. Yeah, how about it? Yeah, that Dre verse was crazy.
fucking Kanye on the Khaled record. The go, if you want to call that a feature, the Go Hard Joe.
I had to type it in. I couldn't think about it. Wayne on We Taking Over.
Oh, you
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm just
with
like,
the top. That's what I'm saying. It's so much music to fucking digest. Like we're gonna have 4 top 10s.
so Complex did this. They did the 10 best joints ever. Snoop on Nothing But a G Thing. Nicki Minaj on Monster. Busta Rhymes on Scenario. Eminem on Forgot About Dre. Forgot about that.
Forgot about that. God damn, that was a lightning rod.
Kanye West on American Boy. Remember that? Estelle.
He killed that.
AZ on Life's a Bitch. Biggie on Flavor in Your Ear. Wow, Pusha T on Runaway. Forgot that was a good ass
Rick
joint.
Ross on Devil in a New Dress.
Eminem on Jay-Z's Renegade. And Chance on Ultralight Beam. And go to next page. Okay. And wow, Dr. Dre on Tupac John.
Oh, California Love.
California Love.
I hate complex lists. With that being said, I fucking absolutely hate complex
That was
lists.
a good ass verse though. I ain't gonna hate on that one, but that was a good ass joint. But no, the list was kind of all over the place. Some joints I wouldn't put Forgot About Dre up there. It was a good verse, but I wouldn't put that up there. Him on Renegade is like his verses was there before Jay-Z.
Yeah, it was a fucking Royce the 5'9" song.
5'9" record. So
Still Spank J, but it was a fucking, the fight was fixed.
all right, let's talk about television real quick.
Okay.
You want to talk about how awful Power is?
I mean, it's Spank had an excellent tweet the other day. He said Power is probably the first show where we hate every character. Like Ghost and Angela are back fucking again. How? Why? Tariq still hates his father. He's back with Kanan. Almost got Tariq killed. They're best friends again.
Yeah.
Ghost and Dre are friends again. Like they tried to double cross one another and got double crossed.
Yeah.
Like it's a horrible fucking show.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense at this point. Tasha thought that
Thought Silver was going to ride.
Silver called Mamba Movers
Deuces.
and got the fuck out of there.
And he did the scumbag shit, made sure he hit that one last time. No, I'm gonna definitely get this pussy before I roll, but I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that whole obstruction of justice charge.
Yeah.
Got the fuck out of there.
I didn't watch Insecure yet, and I feel bad because I'm probably gonna sit down and watch it this week.
Rich, Philly the boss, our friend of the show, Rich has been burning Issa on Twitter all fucking week.
I saw something happen where she like assaulted somebody or something crazy.
So some guy who we got to take what he's saying with a grain of salt because he's openly lobbied to be a part of Insecure because she had a web show before Insecure is like Awkward Black Girl or whatever the case may be, and he was the male lead on the show, and he's saying that she like physically assaulted him at one time or another or whatever, and he started to tell this story on Twitter, and then was like, oh, I'm on a flight to Paris, I'll tell more when I land, blah blah blah, and I just kind of disengaged from the shit. But people are like bringing up, they're retweeting like, well, what about right here when just last year you were saying that you would love to be a part of the show and an ABG Insecure reunion, crossover and this and that, and he just didn't have much to say. So it was like that was just like an accusation that was kind of like tossed out there. But just as such as life is the American way, anytime that anybody does anything anywhere, somebody will find a way to say that you're less than a good person. So I don't know what to really make of that situation, honestly.
Okay. Any other television shit you into right now?
Somebody told me to watch Suits. Have you ever seen Suits? Comes on USA.
Yeah, I've seen it. I never watched it.
Heard it was pretty good. Got a good recommendation from somebody whose opinion I trust. Told me to watch Suits. I haven't been keeping up with Queen of the South. I haven't seen it in.
We watched every episode of the first season, and I mean, like, we were so into it.
Yeah.
And then, like,
it's something about USA shows that don't really like. I be feeling unfulfilled from them Jones.
Like that's why I see everybody now freaking out about it. I'm like, we was on it the first season it came out, but we just stopped watching, and it's just like I have no desire.
Just like I was like that with the Blacklist the first 3 seasons, and after a while, like Reddington started getting annoying, and so did the chick, and I was just like, y'all not gonna keep getting out of trouble every single episode. Like I'm tired of this shit. Like it started to like kind of feel like Powerish, where it's like we know what's gonna happen before I even click the fucking episode on. It's like, yo, he's the villain. This is the double cross, and I was like calling the shit out at 22 minutes out of a 48-minute show, and I just had to disengage and stop watching the shit.
Do you care about Trump and Omarosa?
Yeah, but no.
What do you care? Like, why do people care?
I mean, here's the thing: you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. Omarosa has essentially put herself in a position to be lambasted, disrespected, called a dog, a black bitch, etc. Like you aligned yourself with somebody that never really gave a fuck about you and was using you to appeal to a black agenda that you don't even appeal to. So it's like when the fallout happens and you get your ass fired and Trump calls you a dog and this, that, and the third, it's kind of like you kind of reap what you sow. So it's like, but people are still trying to say, well, she's a woman of color and we need to. No, we don't. No, we don't. She abandoned the black people a long time ago. Her agendas don't align with the average black person in America.
A guy I know recently, he went to Mexico for a wedding, and like the whole male like groom party, they like went off of the what they call
resort.
it? The resort. Like no, that's not the word they use. Like the
what they had, like an itinerary.
What's it called? Like when you go to Jamaica and you leave and you go out into the city.
It was like a compound.
It wasn't resort, the word that they were using. But anyway, they basically went off of
the protected area, the safe zone.
And they went down into the city the night before the wedding, the like party, and they like got into it with like, you know, the town
Buju Banton and such.
No, they was in Mexico.
Oh, they was in Mexico. You said Jamaica.
I was just using that as an idea when you leave like your whatever the fuck it is, in the Ochos Rios, and then you go down. Yeah. But no, they was in Mexico, and they like went down into like the town and got into it with the town folk, and they got their asses whipped, and then the police came and they kicked their ass and locked them all up and beat the hell out of them, took all their money and all this crazy. And you're
definitely getting robbed.
And then they like was on Facebook like, yeah, Trump need to build that wall. Fuck Mexicans and Mexican. And I'm just like, this ain't that, bro. It. Y'all got your asses whipped for down there wilding the fuck out. The middle of Mexico is
doing
like
too much.
I'm like, this ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like that's a different fight.
I was just in Mexico. Mexico's so serious and so buttoned down about security at these resorts and shit.
She was in Mexico
They
City.
literally like, how many people you got on there? All right, what's their names? All right, like they keep track of you going in and out. Like how many you left? You left with 8. You better come back with 8, motherfucker, or that's your motherfucking ass. Because human trafficking, kidnapping, all types of bullshit that goes on. Same thing with cab. How many you got in the cab? 2 people. All right, you better have 2. Where are you going? What time you coming back? What time you think you coming back? You better be within a 90-minute time range of bringing these motherfuckers back. Because if something happened to these motherfuckers, Trump gonna drop a bomb down here. You better bring these fucking people back. So for them to not only venture off, but to get into some dumb shit, like what are y'all doing?
Yeah. And you say motherfuckers was out there with machine guns and shit, just with like, it's a different ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's a different ball game down there. Hey, you want to talk real quick about the I Still Beat phenomenon that's been ripping through our social medias and shit?
So, for those of you that have Twitter, this is basically confined to Twitter right now, but it's basically like the last 2 weeks have been spent with women trying to unpack the I Still Beat phenomenon and literally saying all these different things and then getting hit with I Still Beat and then being more frustrated than they were when they started the whole fucking process. And it's literally like the funniest shit in the world. And now there's memes to go along. Like it was already a thing on Twitter, but now there's memes to go along with it. Like there's Jean-Claude Van Damme in like Bloodsport.
Yeah, that was funny. When he
your dick little, I still beat.
Yeah,
block the punch, I still beat. Like it's just all this shit, and it's just the funniest shit ever, man.
I forgot my password for Instagram.
Uh-oh. Matt's reactivating.
Maybe not.
But yeah, it's just the fucking funniest shit ever. And women are really like, well, you ate my ass and you bought me this. Still beat though. Like, and the shit is literally undefeated. And like, I've seen like women slowly start to come around like, yeah, no, there's really no way you can defeat that, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
like it's nothing you can say that I still beat though. Like, yeah, because at the end of the day, a man's test in life is typically a woman, and he's going to do what he got to do to get where he's trying to go. So it's like, yeah, I fucking took your kids to school. I bought little Ray some fucking Jordans. I fucking drove you to work 14 days in a row. Still beat though. Enjoy your weekend.
You got anything else you want to discuss today?
No, not really. Didn't we have an ad today we were supposed to have? Did Justin give you a script for the ad? No? All right. He called me about some fucking company he was doing. Justin texted me the other day. He's like, hey, would you be interested in doing advertising for an e-cig company? I said, absolutely. Fuck lungs.
Yeah.
He said that's by far the best response I've gotten to this request all day. I'm sure. But yeah, absolutely. Whatever it is, as long as it's not like dildos or something, we're doing the fucking ad. Whatever it is, we want the ad. Give me the ad revenue. I want it.
I have nothing else.
Was there nothing else on there that deserved any attention?
Yo, the motherfuckers wilding with the planes out here. Have you seen all this shit?
No.
All right, so the motherfucker works at the airport in Seattle, right? He was a ramper, right? He was one of the
flagger.
yeah, stick motherfucker. Like he worked on the ramp and shit. The motherfucker just steals a plane,
Nice.
drives it across the motherfucking what they call that? Like the runways,
The tarmac?
whatever. He was like cutting off planes and shit. So then he takes the fuck off and starts doing donuts and shit in the air, the backflips and shit. Loses control of the plane, crashes, the motherfucker dies and shit. So now Seattle. They said the security is going to be super tight at Seattle SeaTac Airport. He worked there though. It wasn't like a regular motherfucker.
And I'm such a conspiracy theorist. I think that was like the smoking gun in order to get them to tighten up the fucking travel restrictions.
So peep game. Next day, bull in, I can't even tell you what city it was. Hold on, I'm gonna go look real quick. Utah. She knows everything. Bull in Utah takes a plane. Right? He's got his wife, him and his wife been arguing, going through domestic problems, domestic violence, all this shit.
Yeah.
They got 4 kids. 2 of them is his. She got 2 from another marriage before him.
Okay.
This motherfucker calls his kids, like his kids. Listen, go to the neighbor's house. They say, okay. The kids go tell the mom, though, like, yo, dad called and told us to go to the neighbor's house. So I'm like, for what? Like, he didn't say, he just hung up. So the mom takes all of the kids to the neighbor's house thinking something's wrong. This motherfucker flies the plane into the house. Like, dog. Crazy.
What the fuck?
Beat her ass, gets out of jail, goes and gets a plane, calls his kids like, yo, leave the crib real quick. Go get some water ice. Don't tell your sisters and brothers and your mom. Go get some water ice. Flies a plane into the house. Kills himself. And I'm just like, damn.
How upset you got to be at somebody to try to crash a plane into them?
How upset do you gotta be to call your kids and say, yo, y'all bounce?
Yeah.
Not the other ones.
Fuck them other kids.
Yeah.
Killing everybody in this motherfucker. Get out though. It's $4 in my drawer. Go get you some ice. Tell a neighbor take you get some ice cream.
It's $4 in the drawer. Yo, real shit though. I seen that shit there. I'm just like, people really losing it, yo.
People are batshit crazy,
Like
man.
losing it.
People are unapologetic crazy. Like,
Oh, y'all lost it. Like,
Yeah.
like y'all,
oh, y'all bugging.
like y'all bugging. You got to be angry as like when you ever seen a plane start? Like I used to work at F Terminal, like the Dash 8s. When them propellers start, like when the propellers start ripping on the dash, you like, I'm really about to fly this bitch into the house. Like I'm mad that a motherfucker in there today. Like that, I've seen that shit there. I'm just like, fuck, motherfuckers crashing planes left and right. Shout out. And it admit, like seeing shit like that is just like, damn, how much shit happens around the country that just doesn't make.
Yeah, they don't scratch the needle enough to where it's like we gotta report this shit.
This doesn't make national news. You know what I'm saying?
How many random motherfuckers in Nebraska then like crashed a cow into somebody's house?
I saw some shit the other day in Alaska. A father and son are being charged after killing like 17 bears or some shit like that. Yeah, like I'm
Fuck you think you Wolverine?
Like, what are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck is happening out? If he you ever watch shit on? You got Comcast?
Yeah.
You got Comcast? If you watch something on demand, or you're not even on demand, how the fuck does it happen? Oh, go to your guide on demand and leave your guide, like don't touch it, and like get distracted with your phone.
Oh, and then the
it'll literally
screensaver shit.
start showing you like the weather and it'll start showing you shit that's going on. And I saw that shit, father and son charged after killing 17 bears, and I'm like,
What?
I'm like the cartoon, like this. I'm like, what? So it made me like Google. I'm like, yeah. How? But it's like, yeah, they said they was killing the bears and the shit. They were like in a zone that you wasn't supposed to be doing the shit in or some shit like that. And it's just like,
Fucking Sabretooth and Wolverine
that's
over here.
just a dumbass charge to have. Like, yeah, we was out rocking bears.
Yeah, habitual serial bear stalking and murdering.
Nut ass motherfuckers got us in jammed up for this
Like, what
bullshit.
the fuck did Yogi Bear do to you?
Oh, he was just in that jaw down for shooting in bears and shit. It's just wild, man. It's like every day I see some shit on the news and it just becomes like the headlines. Like the other night I saw 51-year-old woman shot on front steps, and I'm like,
what y'all doing?
like, why? Like, what did this lady say or do?
Y'all put that weed out. What, bitch? Say something else. Tell me put the loud out one more time. Clap this shit up.
My grandpa, I told you all the time, he almost 100. And my grandpa, we was in there. My grandpa telling us how it's like, yeah, them young guys be out there smoking that stuff. I go right out there, tell them, we don't want to smell that. Put that stuff out. And my pop like, that's what they say. Oh man, get back in your fucking house.
Oh man, no disrespect. Get your fucking ass
With
no
all
more
due
down
respect, man,
Go fuck yourself, old head.
My grandpa be like, nah, I wish they would. They know better to talk to me like that. I be like, boy, his little head, boy, like he really think he like the toughest motherfucker on earth. But it's just funny, like how just every day though, I watch news or see it, and it's just like the headlines just be like,
we live in a crazy ass world.
sickening, dog. Motherfucker flew a plane into his own house.
His own crib. Fuck everything. If you do survive, you will be cribless.
And they all at the neighbor house eating out the crock pot. You dumb ass, kill yourself. You know you be looking like, what the, when a plane hits your crib and you next door and this motherfucker just called your son, told him to leave the house. Like,
it's all bad.
All bad.
It's all bad, fam.
Like, mom, I really ain't supposed to be saying nothing.
But
Dad
told me not to tell you, but
I think Dad about to fly at 7:37. This motherfucker.
He sounded like he was in a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
A lot of wind going past his ears. I didn't know what was going on.
Shit crazy, man. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your peoples. I saw a Black posted John yesterday where the boy was talking about buy your homie a meal, you know, put a smile on motherfucker's face. And it's like, yeah, he not lying. Like, you know, like, try to make a motherfucker day. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that'll help something. Because y'all just come outside and just be like, I'm with whatever.
With the dumb shit. I was watching those blogs. Remember those AR ad blogs from 2 years ago?
Yeah.
We with the dumb shit volume 1 and 2. Our favorite motivational speaker, King Erner, right there. I'll run Alney.
Yo.
I'll kill one of you bitch ass niggas. I'm like, oh man.
There is no greater title of a blog.
Then we with the hashtag, we with the dumb shit. Part 1 and 2.
That literally sets it. That sets a tone for what you about to watch. We with the dumb shit.
I wonder what this is about.
Crazy, man.
Wonder what charity work they're doing in this blog. Oh, last thing before we go. The other day, there was a viral post online from the nigger media. I think it was Baller Alert or something like that. And it was my guy, Filthy Rich from Oakland, California. He's like my favorite independent artist, whatever like that. And he was doing, they was having a back to school drive, and he gave away 100 pairs of red bottoms to the young boys going back to school. Now, to frame this properly, they didn't mention none of the other stuff that was going on around this back to school drive. All they said was Filthy Rich gives 100 pairs of red bottoms back to students, in Oakland. What they didn't mention was it was a whole back to school drive with backpacks, headphones, school supplies, all this other shit going on. And the fact that the shoes were given to students who got 3.0s or better as a reward for them turning in their report cards and their grades, whatever, from the prior year. So this was something that was pre-set up and something that he basically is doing every year going forward. So it's like, yo, y'all took the time out of y'all day to improperly frame a situation to make a black man that's trying to help his community and inspire these kids to do more, and that you can acquire the finer things in life. And y'all took the time to improperly frame it just to slander him. And then the whole video of everything comes out and it's him, it's Cookie, it's Mr. Fab or whatever, his store Dope Era, and they're showing all the other shit that they're doing. And they do a lot of shit in the Oakland community and in the San Francisco community as far as like charity work and giving back to the kids and stuff like that. And it's just like, yo, y'all went out of y'all way to make this man look like a fucking jackass or some ignorant nigger when he was really, this is a pre-set up thing, and this is really a reward on top of the other shit that they doing. And it's just like, such irresponsible journalism.
I saw it on Twitter, and I saw people, it was one bull who like, oh, this is nut shit, this is for show, and this, then the third. And he was like, giving them red bottoms don't help them. Like, you could have given out supplies and really helped these situations out. Giving them red bottoms was just so you could be like, yeah, I handed out 100 pair of red bottoms. This is for stunt. So then I clicked on the link and I read the whole article and I'm like, yeah, see, this is the shit I be talking about with y'all, because the first 5 lines of the article was like, Filthy Rich gives out school supplies, book bags, he was do clothes, all this stuff. And then it says, certain kids who had great report cards from the last semester received an additional pair of Christian Louboutins. And I'm like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's literally like, yo, if y'all go out and do what the fuck you supposed to, nigga, next year I get you a pair of red bottoms. So he's like, you ain't gotta wait till you 20 and out here selling drugs. You a young boy, like, yo, no, you got a nice little pair of shoes to throw. It's like, that's kind of fly.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. Literally nothing wrong with it.
And I'm like, this is how fast not reading gets you. Like today, I told you, I saw motherfuckers, somebody had made a tweet where it said, what's Lil' Kim? Hardcore was the number one
Please,
album.
let's talk about this.
Was the number one album on
iTunes
right now. And I seen motherfuckers like, yeah, that's crazy. Nicki dropped and Lil' Kim album been number one since. And I'm like, Travis Scott has the number one album on earth.
Travis Scott just sold 540,000 copies last.
570. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, what the fuck in your right mind would make you think that Lil' Kim sold 570,001?
Yeah.
Like, why would you think that? So it's like, never mind the Nicki Minaj shit. Why would y'all think Lil' Kim?
Let's examine the marketplace.
Why would you think Lil' Kim's hardcore album is the number one over Travis Scott?
Just a lightning rod, just spiked in sales.
So when I look at the picture of, because she had a picture and everything of Lil' Kim hardcore number one on iTunes. Number 2 was J. Cole KOD. Number 3 was Queen. Number 4 was Scorpion. I'm like, yeah, this is fake. So somebody hit me was like, how you know it's fake? I'm like, Travis Scott album not even. Travis Scott has the current number one album.
Every song is on Billboard.
Every song charted, and he has 2 in the top 10. This is fake. So then I go to iTunes, look on the chart.
Find the real chart.
Hardcore isn't on. I look at the hip hop chart. Hardcore isn't. And I'm like, I knew I was right. So then that spawned the whole thing of, oh, you a Young Money fan. It's like, no, I be wanting y'all to make sense.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I'm a fan of certain, like I'm a fan of LeBron. I'm a fan of Kobe. I'm a fan of Iverson. I'm not a Tim Duncan fan.
Right.
I'm not a, who else is heavy? I'm not a T-Mac fan. I'm not a crazy Vince Carter fan. But I'm gonna give Vince his props when he deserves it. I'm gonna give T-Mac his props. I'm not gonna lie about Tim Duncan having 5 finals. Like, I'm not gonna say stupid shit that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like when I say the best power forward ever, it's Tim Duncan.
Absolutely.
And I'm not a Tim Duncan fan. I'm not about to tell you how motherfucking PJ Brown is better than Tim Duncan because I don't like Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? But y'all will literally, because you're a fan of whoever you a fan of.
Or more so, not a fan of whoever you're trying to discredit.
Y'all will literally say anything.
Yes.
And then somebody tell you, yo, look, my biggest thing is, I don't want you to be out here in the world and you be telling people this stupid ass shit and you wrong as fuck.
Yeah.
Because like the whole thing with Philly Rich it don't take but 10 seconds to go and click a link and read the shit.
Absolutely.
Y'all literally have gotten to the point where if it comes down the timeline,
It's right.
There it go right there. What? Lil' Kim number 1 album in the country over Queen? Nicki Saudi. And it's like,
no, absolutely not.
That ain't it.
I don't even need to go to. Let's go to chart data, and they'll tell you that she's trending towards the number 1 album. It's just like, why do people invest so much energy in things that they dislike as opposed to the things that they do like?
My thing is this, even deeper than that. Don't go out of your way to do something, then somebody like myself come along and tell you that you're wrong, and then you tell me, I don't even care. Yes, why are we here?
Why did you started this?
How did we get here? Like, that doesn't make sense. And that's why, like I said today, maybe I just got to disconnect all the way from social media.
I mean, and that's the reason why I deleted my Twitter again this week, because it's just like, too many stupid people have access to me, and I know these stupid motherfuckers. Like, and I'm tired of telling them on an individual basis, you are the fuck stupid.
I just reactivated my IG while we were sitting. I did it like 8 minutes ago. The first picture that popped up on my feed was like, How long you gotta wait to read it? Like, Rob, we need the emails like in the next couple of days.
Please.
If it go through, cool. If it don't, but real, I was saying like I'm probably just going to unfollow everybody and start over because I just can't see this shit. Like it's just no one puts any thought behind these things, and y'all put things out like they're fact.
Yes.
And I don't even give a fuck. Fuck the music. I'm talking about like y'all put out life facts.
Yes.
That aren't factual.
Yes, routinely.
Routine, like every day.
I was displeasured enough to be on the Shade Room the other day because I was doing some more deep diving into this Nicki Minaj shit or whatever. So I'm on all the Nicki Minaj posts, like trying to get some more context and this and that, and I'm just seeing person after person after person after person that I follow or know, and I'm just like, y'all really don't have shit going on with yourselves. Like, y'all are posted in these motherfucking comments on the Shade Room and fucking Baller Alert. And my last tweet last night before I deleted my page was like, yo, I'm convinced that, like, a lot of y'all are fucking evil because, like, why are you subscribed to this brand of media that don't have nothing good to say about nobody?
I keep it up. I got a DM the other day from somebody who was like, yeah, I can't wait to hear y'all grind Saudi up. And I'm like,
you ain't gonna hear it.
Probably ain't gonna happen, though. It's like, now board it up. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I feel bad for Saudi. Truth be told,
I'm not about to tear down a situation. One that I don't know all the components to because
Absolutely.
I'm not y'all. Two,
because y'all know everything.
Yeah. Two, it's so many moving parts to that situation. My thing is, if the feds come, ain't nobody call. Who the fuck got a number to the feds?
Right. Hello, feds.
Hey, feds.
Yeah, this bitch got a camel on 33rd. And
some motherfuckers like, oh, see, they called the feds on saw, and it's just like,
no, that's not how this works.
That's not the way
it's an old situation that's been, she's been aware of it or whatever. They just finally made the decision to this week to indict. She went to court today, whatever the case may be, and it's just one of them situations where it's like it's a lot of gray areas. And it's a lot of gray areas in the midst of all of this because
I haven't even pressed play. Don't press play. Just look.
Fucking Gungeon, man. Fucking Gungeon. It's a fucking Gungeon strikes again, man. All you see is Gungeon with an orange jumpsuit on with a Muslim chick on the other side of a fucking gate.
It's like I guess he's supposed to be in jail, but he's just like at a standard fence.
Yeah, we can't get to a jail, so we gonna use what we got. You know what I mean, standard fencing.
Oh man,
so it's just so many components to the shit because it's like she legitimately had cancer, which is documented, had multiple strokes, which is documented. All of that will qualify you for disability. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, for those of you out there that have people in your life that are on disability or SSI, it takes so much to even get approved for that. So where it's like, the jurisprudence is you got to submit all this information, do an interview, do this and do that to even get approved. Now, probably where she went wrong, and this is my theory in it, is your taxes will generate an audit and fucking create an inquiry into your status because of you getting benefits, and they can clearly see, oh, you received $37,000 in benefits, but you also running this LLC, which you have to write down on your taxes on the 1040. I know none of you niggas out there file taxes, so you wouldn't know this, but you have to, an individual person LLC is the same as Matt going to work for fucking SEPTA. Yeah. You write it down on your taxes the same exact way. So if she's showing any form of income via that business, they're going to say, oh, well, you're working. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if it was a C Corp and they was individualized taxes for the business or whatever, or if it was a company formed in fucking France or some old shit like that, some foreign fucking company, she don't got to worry about filing these U.S. taxes in the same manner as an individual fucking LLC. So she probably thought she was protected. She wasn't. It generates a fucking audit, which then generated a Fed inquiry because of the dollar amount. Now here we are. Simple, cut and dry shit. She could easily get fully exonerated of it, and then y'all jumped out the fucking window and did all this and all that. And now what? Y'all be too happy and too hyped to tear people down, and just the negativity is fucking killing me, man. Yeah. Killing me.
Like, regardless of whether or not people hit the timeline and act like banshees, it's like,
I don't get it, man. Like, y'all have so much energy for the wrong shit and for bullshit. And regardless of all the hating and all that y'all doing and y'all trying to throw salt under the bus and this, that, and the third, the motherfucking line of country cooking, I'm sure, was still down this fucking block tonight. It's going to be down the block tomorrow. It's going to be down the block Saturday. It's going to be down the block Sunday.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all, a lot of y'all hatred be tied to people's financial viability and their success. And they don't be having to do nothing with their actual character of who they are, because she's given more in the last 2 years than I've ever seen anybody that I can call on the phone or text or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or get immediate contact with, has given back to their localized city. That's not like a celebrity figure. Hands down.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is there to hate about it? Why are you rubbed the wrong way by, you know, what this woman is doing?
Yeah.
Most and black unemployment in Philly is 33%. Most of y'all don't got jobs anyway. So why y'all give a fuck where the tax money came from to pay into the fucking SSI? Y'all don't even make no fucking sense. Y'all don't even know. Y'all go to work. Some of y'all go to work every day. Some of y'all sit on the couch every day. But either way, you don't fucking know how nothing works.
Yeah, I was looking at it from like both sides, like playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, y'all weren't making sense on either.
On either side.
Yeah, like neither side was making sense, and it was just like, this is one of those ones where I think I'm just gonna
disengage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just sit.
And that's where I am nowadays with social media. There's so much shit that gets flung my way, and people DM me and text me and this and that. I just choose to I just pick and choose
and that was another
what I
thing,
want to,
like,
what I deal with.
My IG, like, you know how like the people that like at you that you don't follow, they gotta like request the
Yeah.
My joint is like at 100. I don't even open them because it's like 9 times out of 10.
This is some bullshit.
It's somebody sending me a video or something that I don't care about. Somebody sending me a link to something I don't want to see, and it's just like, just stop, please. Like, please. Like, that's really
Depart my inbox.
That's really how it be. Just like, please stop. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I was looking at it from both angles. Like, yeah, nobody's really making any sense. And before I am in the midst of not making sense,
yeah,
I'll holler at y'all.
Yeah,
on the flip side.
once the water start getting too muddied, I just remove myself from the situation, and that goes with anything. That goes with,
it's almost like when the waters get muddy, y'all like pigs and slop.
y'all pigs and slop. Y'all love it.
Y'all, and it's like,
oh, it's extra messy today.
yeah, like the tea is hot. Be like, can y'all shut up? Like, it's bigger shit out here. It's more shit to like. And honestly, I was gonna say this, y'all. Just in like the recent couple months, I've realized that I care about like 12 people. You know what I'm saying? I care about like 12 people, and I care about 4 things.
Yeah.
And where I am now is, if you ain't one of those 12 people or one of those 4 things,
you can fuck off politely.
Politely, yeah.
Yeah, no disrespect.
No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But just like I'm just here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been telling people for the last 2 years, I'm like, listen, I'm so centered, and I'm so much just feeling like I got me, that I'm just not going to allow nobody to disturb that. Like, I live my life in a certain manner. I handle my fucking responsibilities. You ain't going to have to worry about me fucking putting up no GoFundMe for nothing. If shit go left, right, you know what I'm saying? Left, right, up or down. You ain't got to worry about me calling you, asking you, oh, can I borrow $80 real quick? Like, I got me. Like, I'm fine. And when my problems arise, I have my network of people that I can call. I can call Matt. I call Love. I call fucking Carl. You know what I'm saying? I call my old head Escos. Like, I have my circle of friends and my counsel, my people that I trust and people that I know got my best interests at heart. And I'm not really looking to add nobody to that. If I come across somebody that can, fantastic. But I'm also not out here being in the way, being a nuisance, fucking taking advantage of people, finessing people, stealing their money, lying to them. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm in my own lane, and more important than anything, 98% of the time, I got me. And then the other 2%, I'm not coming to the timeline for help, and I'm not coming to GoFundMe or fucking crowdfunding sources for help. I got me. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just all I ask for is just show me some basic human respect as a man, because I'm yes sir, yes ma'am, no everybody that I come across. Don't let my social media persona define me into being something that I'm not, or giving you a reason to dislike me when I'm actually the most loyal, coolest nigga ever. And anybody that deals with me on a daily basis would tell you that.
Yeah, and that's really where I've had to do like almost like reevaluation, like reevaluating what's important, reevaluating what I care about, what I'm out here for. And I know y'all have seen it just in recent weeks, to where it's just like I've been working a lot of overtime. Like look, this will happen, but we got it, you know what I'm saying? Because I got other shit I'm trying to do and trying to put it. So it's just like, yeah, and I sit and I look at some of these situations, and it's just like, it's more to it than this shit.
Right.
Like, it's just more going on. It's just why do you care this much? Like, when you in Shade Room, I don't even follow that shit. But it's like when you on Shade Room, like, I'll go on Baller Alert and make a joke on a post.
Right.
That's it. Just because I understand where I'm at with it. But it's like, when you in Shade Room all day, it's like...
Like sometimes when I'm up early in the morning on Twitter, I'm up 7, 8 in the morning, whatever, and people are like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's going on in Shade Room today. Like that's the crux of your day. You're looking forward. That's gonna get you through your day. Irresponsible media and nigger news is gonna get you through your day.
Nigger news just makes me laugh.
It's funny every time.
I don't care how many times I hear it.
It's funny every time.
It's funny as shit.
It's like Colt 45.
Yeah.
It works every single time.
Irresponsible media, nigger news. Yeah, that's really what it is.
That's
though.
all it is.
Yeah. And the crazy part is the opinions.
Woo chow.
Somebody early, it was yesterday, was like, opinions, y'all all basically be like, oh, you say whatever you say, and it's like you're allowed to have your opinion. Why isn't someone else's? And
Some
like,
are destructive.
my thing is if you say LeBron never shot over 50%, right? That's your opinion. But if I say, well, LeBron for his career shoots over 50%, and he's had 8 seasons where he shot over 50% from the field, that's not an opinion.
a fact.
That's a fact. Because now if you say that and then I say that as a rebuttal, it's your job to go and look or figure it out somehow, some way. Mind you, you ain't got to go and add the shit up. It's on the fucking
It's
internet.
right there.
But it's like, an opinion is you saying...
I don't like eggs.
Like me saying that Nicki Minaj Monsterverse is one of the best features of all time.
Yeah.
Or me saying that Biggie Flavor in Your Air remix is one of the best features. That's an opinion. Because there's some people who wouldn't have that on there, and that doesn't mean that it's right or wrong.
Because music is subjective and it's art.
That's
and there's
an opinion. But when I say Drake is the first person to ever have 7 songs on the top 10 in Billboard at the same time,
That's a
that's
fact.
That's not opinion anymore.
Yeah.
And y'all need to be able to decipher through the two, what's fact and what's opinion. Because y'all literally let what you like, what you don't like, what you care about, what you don't care about move facts.
Yes.
And that doesn't
It's
work.
not how life
like,
works.
you don't care about Taylor Swift. That don't mean Taylor Swift ain't moving units.
Right.
You just don't care about it.
Right.
But motherfuckers literally will sit back and be like, who fuck with Nipsey Hussle? And it's like, Nipsey had one of the, like, what? it's like, because you don't fuck with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Nipsey's not doing his thing.
Yeah, people will let what comes into their immediate orbit or what they subscribe to affect their outlook.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, that's not how things work. Like, people are, just throwing out, we starting to get to the album of the year talk and this, that, and the third. People just throwing, oh, this is the album of the year, this album of the year, da, 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 da. And it's just like, yeah, but Nipsey came out this year and Prime 2 came out this year. It's like, there is no hands down winner in that category because, again, it's your opinion, it's subjective, and statistically there are albums that have outperformed others. So it's like how me and you judge a good album is not necessarily how Taylor judges a great album, whatever the case may be. So it's like people are trying to force feed their opinion on people. And I'm just like, no, that's not how this going to work. And I told people on social media 4 years ago, like, yo, no matter what you say, no matter how vehemently you argue with me, no matter how aggressive you are about it, I'm never going to change my mind. Yeah. Never. I can't be swayed.
One thing before we dip, one thing I saw the other day, Cardi B is as annoying as hemorrhoids, but she makes sense sometimes.
Cardi B, in the words of 6ix9ine, Cardi B.
She tweeted that because somebody was like, one of the Nicki stands, and that's another thing I hate, is that it's just all this competition when there is no competition.
Right.
For
There's
everything.
no award.
But one of the Nicki stands had at her and was like, if it wasn't for the machine hopping behind you, then you wouldn't even be able to sit next to the queen and this and Cardi like, yo, like, what machine? Like, if there was a machine, do you know how many stars they would have made? Like, you know how many motherfuckers get deals and they just get thrown by the wayside?
Well, there is a machine.
There is a machine.
There is a machine.
What she was saying was you can't make the people fuck with you.
They gave that same machine that got behind Cardi gave Bad Barbie a top 40 song.
Right, but Bad Barbie can't go and sell out an arena.
But she could sell out the TLA. She just did it.
I could sell out the TLA. It's like, but Cardi was making sense. It's like, yo, you can't make people fuck with you. Like, you can't make the masses want to get behind you and really stand there and be like, yes, yes, yes. Like, when you look at Drake having 6 of the 10 biggest tours in hip hop history, that's not the machine. That's you putting in the
absolutely.
work. People fuck with that. And it's like, it's like when you sit and look at just a lot of little shit that go on. It's like, there's a machine. There's a machine with any goddamn man. Like, I work for a machine. It's always a machine.
Yeah.
But your work ethic will determine how far you run and
your
how
work,
hard
the
you go.
machine. Here's my opinion on that. The machine can shine the light on you. Your work ethic will push you through it.
And that's more so what she was saying. She was like, when the fuck do you just stop and give motherfuckers they credit? Like, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
they deserve this shit.
But I know for a fact also that Atlantic did a lot of shit to disrupt Nicki Minaj.
I mean,
in the last 2 years, they went out of their way. They were on some Wile E. Coyote shit. Like when it came to Nicki Minaj, they was blocking Quavo features, and they was doing a lot of shit to make it appear that Cardi was the only woman in the marketplace.
I mean, that's called taking care of your artist.
It's called torturous interference,
Well,
and you can really sue for that.
if you could prove it.
Well, I mean, yeah, the whole problem was nobody would corroborate the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just Nicki was like looking like a dickhead, like saying, no, well, what about this? So the people were like, oh, that didn't happen. You're lying, because nobody would corroborate the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, so they did certain shit to spike the numbers to try to make it appear like that Cardi was a bigger star than she was. Now, Bodak Yellow was just lightning in a fucking bottle. There's nothing you can do about that because it was a smash record. 7 weeks, #1, tour that starts up, song of the summer last year, blah, 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 blah. That just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that. But the other factors around it probably helped to keep it where it was a little bit more.
And that's the machine.
That's the machine.
But you can't make people fuck with that
Absolutely
song
not.
the
And
way
people
they fuck with it.
love Cardi B. People love Cardi B.
Cardi B? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so. But,
Great fucking show, man.
thanks, man.
Way to come back.
Yeah. You got anything you want to say?
Y'all enjoy y'all evening. Hopefully my live didn't get disturbed. I had to put it in my phone on airplane mode. People kept calling me, probably with bullshit.
Yeah.
That I don't care about. And
I need to ask you something too. We get off the air.
okay, beautiful. And everybody stay safe, man. Stay out of Walmart. You never know what the fuck could happen, man. Stay out of the airport. Like, it's shit going on everywhere right now.
Really.
Just protect yourselves and those that you care
go
about.
to 7-Eleven on 66 and whatever the fuck that is.
Don't go to 7-Eleven on 15 and JFK.
Yeah,
Like,
stay out of all them shits. You need to go to Wawa. Come over here to Westville, New Jersey. It's safe
it's the
over here.
safest Wawa in Philadelphia. We got problems over here too.
We out.